What up, though, man? It's The Reality Is, episode 3. Today, a special day. It's my brother Ant's birthday, and it's my dog, our other road dog. He ain't been out here, but it's his first episode, so it's kind of like his solo pilot. My nigga Hefe.
What up, dog?
Hey,
Man, been in the cut the whole time with my brothers. You know what I'm saying? Happy to be here. Super proud of y'all niggas being consistent, starting some shit out from scratch. Some shit that was just in y'all brain, and now it's the reality. You know what I'm saying? So, I go by Jeff. You may hear the guys refer to me as Hefe, Hef. But I want to make a toast real quick. It was Rem's birthday earlier in the week. Tonight at 12 is going to be Ant's birthday. So this toast right here, this to our brotherhood, damn near 20 years of friendship. I love y'all niggas. I'm excited for what we doing, what we building. And this to the future, man.
Let's get it.
Let's get it.
The reality.
And we can't forget my guy, S. Dot.
Oh, damn, yeah. Y'all know nothing about me.
No, never do that.
Come on now.
Never do that.
I wanted to holler at y'all. I seen something on the internet the other day, man, and I wanted to pick y'all brains about it. Man. I seen a post. It was like, I'm never ever taking no woman back after she get cracked. So I want to see what y'all feel about that.
Steve.
This nigga talking about Steve.
I swear.
I mean, me personally, bro, like, take you back, don't even think, but...
Hold on, but not to cut you off, I just want to let you be clear that it's not just, like, it could be your significant other, it could be your wife, a break.
Right.
Inside of a relationship.
Right.
I'm saying, think about it, like, she stepped out and had sex.
I thought about all of that, you feel me? For me, no matter what the status is, wife or girlfriend, you feel me? If I commit to you on that level and you step out on me, I'm through. I can't take you back. I still crack. I still hit. I play the game like it could be something, but for me, I can never look at you the same because you done let a nigga play in my garden. Like, I just can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real though, bro.
I feel that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit tainted. Like, at this point, so, you know what I mean? That's just me, but maybe that's immature, maybe that's childish, but it's just like, I know for a fact I'm not going to be able to look at you the same. And then even for me, on the opposite side, if I stepped out on somebody and they knew that I cheated on them, you feel me? I wouldn't even take it serious because I'm the type of person, bro, I don't want to sit up here and keep trying to prove that I, like, my loyalty to you, that I ain't going to do it again. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to be on my ass like, well, what you about to do? Who you with? What you doing? Like, everything going to be a question. It ain't, the trust, once the trust broken, it's damn near kind of like, ain't shit there.
So do you feel like if the trust, if it do get tainted, your relationship or your lady stepped out on you, she had reasons to step out, whatever they may be, you don't feel like it's worth rebuilding the trust so y'all can get to a point where it's not where you at or where you at? And also, why do men, as a collective, because I'm one of the men too, feel like they can go pop somebody or crack somebody, and then when your girl feels type way and need the reinsurance, everything, it's just like, oh, I'm a man, you a woman. Why is that the mind frame?
It's a double standard.
It's definitely a double standard.
So why do men have double standards?
I mean, that's just
same
life,
reason
bro.
why women have double standards.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'm talking about with this specific thing, as far as stepping out and having sex with somebody else.
I think it's fragility of ego. I think that men, oftentimes, we can't take what we dish out. Mm-hmm. That's the reality of it. We're selfish by nature. We're territorial. We're to the point where, wars get started over women and marriages, and the world, sin came into the world behind the influence of a woman. So it shows how deep and influential a woman's love is, because, when a man has his affection set on it, it's one thing to be casual, but you talking about somebody that had a level of commitment to a person, and then they go and give their body away. But women are more like flowers. You know what I'm saying? And so once that flower is tainted, there's all different kinds of vulnerabilities and ties, because a man can do something and lay down, but the evidence ain't there for men. The evidence is there for women. So it's a lot more, I think, that goes into it from a risk factor when women do it as versus what men do, it's still I'm not saying that it's not
I can see that.
risk there, right? Like it's still diseases and things like that,
sides,
right?
yeah.
Sure.
But a woman could end up, a man put his seed inside of you, and then you've been letting your man put his seed inside of you, and then this other dude put his seed inside of you. Now you don't even know who the baby daddy is.
No, facts.
Yeah, that's wild.
You know what I'm
thing,
saying?
One thing I love that you said is like war, because it's like when I think about it, it's like when I think about a woman having sex, it's like, or like my woman letting another nigga conquer her. Once the nigga conquer you, now he can get in your mind. You damn near be talking to this nigga about what your relation. Oh, he doing this, he ain't doing that. That's just what women do naturally. They gonna confide in whoever. You know what I'm saying? Like when they mad at they nigga or they whoever it is, they gonna confide in the person that they expressing their vulnerability to. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, that just opened it up for all type of other shit. Now this nigga mad because.
Well, for women though, it starts long before. If a woman is giving her body to a man, she's already been emotionally detached from whatever person that she was present with.
I agree.
Because it's not typically in a woman's nature to be promiscuous. Women prefer to have a one.
Nah,
Say, hold on, hear me out. Hold on.
Hey,
you went too far.
He said women prefer to have one.
I gotta stop you, bro.
We didn't see studies what they
I
say
know it's
about
women. I know it's promiscuous women out here, but those women typically be broken women. Like the women
There you
that's
go.
out here
Yeah.
that's giving themselves away to multiple men.
But think about how
typically-
many women are broken.
A lot.
Like I heard a guy say this before. He said, your most promiscuous woman is a woman that's emotionally broken. And that's real. You know what I'm saying? But my take on it with men and women is like, I think men value a lot of times in the culture is how many women they can capture, right? How many women they can collect, a part of their collection, right? On some future shit. But a woman value is her not being able to be touched. You get what I'm saying? So like a lot of times it's like, okay, your value is in, oh, I only slept with you. I only been with you since I've been with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, so.
That's her flex.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
so,
these niggas, they can't touch me.
exactly. So
That's the
I
biggest
think,
flex.
so I think if when a woman cheat, she be like devaluing herself. Like she kind of taking her, you know what I'm saying? Like your value not the same. Like I prided myself heavy on, okay, you only been with me since we've been together. So now I can't say that. It's kind of like, you okay, but your value kind of feel.
I want
It's
to.
just like I can't look at you.
And it might not be fair. I'm not gonna say that it's all the way fair. It is
No,
a
it's
double
not fair.
standard, but to let a woman into how men think, that's kind of how it go.
I want to piggyback on something you said real quick. You said your woman like a flower. So you know sometimes
She is a flower.
Yeah, she is a flower. So sometimes flowers are seasonal. Some flowers are seasonal. Some flowers you can't get them all the time, and sometimes women feel that way about themselves, meaning they keeping themselves. They only being sexually active with you for 3 years. They didn't put up with your shit. They didn't put up with your ups and downs, whatever you're going through, your mental health, all that type of shit with being with somebody or dealing with somebody, whether it's a situation, relationship, whatever. So they be feeling like, how can you have something so delicate and rare and you step out on it? Then come in here and take my garden. You feel what I'm saying?
Right,
to
no,
make me
right,
promiscuous.
right.
You out here going, you out of town in Houston with your fellas, and y'all having the time of your life, and y'all hitting some strippers that y'all met, and they bisexual, then you come take that flower.
Right. I think, bro, to your point, and so when, as Jeff was expressing what he felt about it, I was thinking to myself, and not to take it to this direction, but I'm like, we kind of do the same thing with God. And it's crazy because men, our relationship is supposed to be parallel and it's supposed to mirror the way that God loves us.
Yep.
We're supposed to love our women. So when you think about it and you put yourself on the measuring stick of what you do to God, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
God is us and we are the women that
Yep,
do
for
that.
sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So for me, my level of commitment is obviously on the highest form that it could be on, being that I'm married and there's a lot more pieces into my situation. I that would be something that would be very difficult. It would be ego bruising, but I would not just say, I cannot just say that I would just throw it away.
Yeah, no,
just
for
at
sure.
that because
At the marriage level,
You see,
yeah,
that's
you
what I'm
gotta
saying,
fight.
like-
it's levels.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
and
saying?
I'm not married, so it's
Yeah.
like I would like to think that.
Your lens is different.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I would like to think like if my wife stepped out on me, like that I would somehow find the grace in it. I would for sure forgive her, because if I don't forgive her, God not gonna forgive me. So I for sure would find
But
that
forgiveness is not necessarily taking them back though.
No, yeah, for
You
sure.
know what I'm saying? And
But-
that's the
right,
thing.
but that's what I'm saying. I will forgive her, but it's just like, but you know, when you make that commitment before God, it's like death do us part. You know, for richer, for whatever the circumstances may be. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
but in the Bible it also say that adultery is
it.
a reason for.
Yeah.
it do. But if your wife then came to you and she like, I didn't repented before God, and I'm then
She's
like it's
supposed
like
to
what
die though. But
you-
for real, if it was by the law.
yeah, no. Hey, this nigga went to the extreme.
Ain't nobody stopping.
Jesus came for that, bro. Jesus
you
came
ain't-
for
You
that.
let it be known. She's
ain't-
supposed to be stoned.
You
But,
ain't stoning
he
my
who-
girl, man. I
He
was
who
just like,
cast the first sin,
I'm still
he
alive,
who
I'm
is
hurt.
without sin.
Let him cast
to
the first
let-
stone.
And nobody
So-
could convict her because everybody.
So that's what I'm
She's
saying.
supposed to be stoned. though.
No,
So-
real talk.
let's
Can't nobody
make it
convict her,
clear.
but
Ain't
she already been
nobody do it.
convicted.
That is crazy.
Everybody do it.
Stoned is
You know what I'm
crazy.
saying?
I'm
No,
just
but
saying.
my take on it is, man, I'll forgive a woman if she step out because
Forget for sure.
no, and I'll take her back. I have taken women back from having sex on me.
But what does taking back mean? Do you really mean like when you take them back? Is it how you was with them before, like to where you really like?
Hold on.
What?
Hold on. 'Cause let me say that real quick. Because you might take them back.
Right, but what you gonna take them through? They not
feel me?
safe. This is not a safe place.
Hey, it's a
No,
good
like,
the
let
good
it-
about to begin.
Look, don't do it. Don't do it.
No, it ain't.
I tell her straight up, you might as well
Cause
just
you
leave,
definitely
bro.
did
You gonna
victim, bro.
take her.
Cause now I gotta put down the
His
demo.
vengeance-
No,
his
it ain't.
vengeance
Now
really-
you
Now I
really
put down the
giving me
Hey,
a
demo.
chance to take you
vengeance
through
gonna
it.
be crazy.
But it's not though, because what
Ricky
I'm
gonna be
saying
back
is,
in
man,
future.
you know what it is when a girl.
Came to the party for the photos.
When I finally get cheated on, or my girl finally get cracked, or a girl I'm dealing with get cracked, I be so sick because I'm the person who cracking everybody people. You feel me?
Yeah.
So that's be giving me my time to
that's
be
your
self-reflect
Table's
moment.
turn. Yeah.
And I started looking at myself like, damn, man, that shit really feel away. And then I started thinking about like, damn, I've been fucking with her for 4 years. I didn't hit some shit on her. She done found out, went through my phone and shit. So it's like, I can't be like, I could still be hurt and mad, but I gotta start being like, okay,
But you kind of
Accountability.
evaluating.
and then the man is the head. I'm a reflection.
Yeah.
So after so long, shit, I'm gonna start playing by your rules, nigga. You leading, right? This the shit you
Women.
do.
Women.
Yeah.
The women.
So since okay, when I'm not doing this shit, your excuses be like, oh, you went with her and she told me good morning, or she did this, or you wasn't giving me enough affection, or I wasn't emotionally feeling this, so I got vulnerable and fucked somebody.
But this is a deeper part, twin. And maybe this is a topic we can talk about later. But cheating is cheating ever justified?
Hell no.
Hold on. Meaning, are there reasons like what you just said?
It's always
She like you've been
justification.
holding out, or
It's-
not justifiable in the sense that it makes it right. But I'm saying
Yes.
the reaction, was it a reaction to something that was taking place? Because that can also happen. Like if a woman is withholding, those are the things that need to be talked about because, or a woman not feeling emotionally secure, so she's vulnerable. She finds a man. The space is open for her to confide in that man, and he come through. She don't even realize the underlay, the overplay. You know what I'm saying?
But I would understand it, but I still wouldn't accept it.
At all, because
You feel me?
So you through with it?
And I
You
had that
throwing it out?
conversation yesterday though at the barbershop. Like, a lot of people confuse understanding with accepting things. Like, yeah, you don't know what that person been through. Yeah, I do. I understand that. I mean, I gotta fuck with them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's cool. I do understand that was that, but that still don't mean you was
Nah, I
supposed to
gotta
go and do that.
accept you. Yeah.
Exactly. Like, hell no. Like, yeah, I know. We went through a rough patch, but that don't mean you should have went to go fuck dog.
Yeah.
I feel like the only time you shouldn't take no woman back after getting cracked if you was 100% loyal, honest man. If you did anything else, you gotta show the same grace if she forgave you.
I
Period.
disagree.
Do you
I disagree as well. I
feel that that same way, vice versa, about women? Like, should a woman take a man back if she's been 100% loyal?
Yes.
And explain why.
You know me, I'm not really good with explaining, so I have to give you like an analogy or something.
Give me the analogy.
So I look at shit like this when it come to gender roles with like fucking with women or whatever. Like fucking with men, fucking with women, women fucking with other guys. I feel like we're made to reproduce.
Okay.
So a woman get pregnant at one time and be out of commission for 9 months. I can get, don't come for me, but I can get 20 girls pregnant at one time and still live my life. You feel me or whatever. So you know what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is that.
It's crazy though.
Yeah, but I'm just saying though, like it don't matter. I'm unlimited.
Yeah.
Then a woman, it's a point in time in life when a woman can't reproduce, and you can still reproduce as long as it get up. So what I'm saying is, just take your mind frame to where I'm at right now. I feel like we at the Dodge lot. We all about to get new cars. We got a car that we been fucking with for a minute. We want a new car. We go to the Dodge lot. All these cars. I can say no to the first 15. But me naturally, I might want to hop in here, test drive it down the street, go to the gas station, give me a Mountain Dew, pull back up to this boy.
It's just a test drive.
It's just a test drive. When a woman go to the lot, she know what she want, how she want it, what she want it, what color.
Damn.
And then she get in there and be like, what I need to do this shit? 5,000, you crazy, babe. Don't do it 5,000. I want this car, no matter. I said I was going to get this car after I got my raise, woo, woo. And she going to stick with it. And that's just how I feel about that shit. So when I see her in some shit that's not, it kind of be like, come on now, bro, what you want?
So you're basically saying, what I'm hearing you say is that men can appreciate, even if they already own a vehicle, they have a vehicle, we still find appreciation in other vehicles. We don't necessarily need to own those vehicles. We just want to experience the vehicle. Whereas women, just hear me out, whereas women are selective and content if they have what they want.
No, but even if they have what they want and they want something else, even if what they wanted wasn't what it was supposed to be, it wasn't what they desired, they can still be like, I don't want this Bronco, I want an E-Lay now. But they still gonna say fuck they self because of their natural being and be like, okay, I'm just gonna settle for this because it's right.
I just man,
a man, no, for sure. Women always say like, fuck me for the bigger picture. To me, this is my perception. But what I'm saying is like, y'all crazy.
You might tell that to the divorce lawyer.
Shit, I need to meet you.
I'm talking about it as far as the analogy get it off because we talking about cars, but I'm talking about as far as like a nigga having sex with your girl when she's feeling away or something like that. Yeah. Like that's what I'm saying. So I don't want it to get to like fuck they self for everything. I'm talking about when it comes to giving herself to somebody else while she's in something. Yeah. So what I'm saying is like she could damn near appreciate what she get, but then she could be like, man, I'm not gonna really get in this. I'm not gonna get in this E-Late or I'm not gonna do this because it's not the right time. But eventually, after so long, she's like, fuck it, let me just go ahead and see how I feel. Men can be, I got this truck, but I want something fast. I want a 2-seater next month. You feel me? Like, and that's just what I'm saying, because it's not a really thought out process. We can do what we want to do, and it's in us naturally. And I feel like that's why a lot of niggas don't value sex like a woman values sex. It take a lot for a woman to let somebody like climb
sex
on her.
Don't mean that much to us.
Like, sex, men can have sex and don't have to be in love or nothing. Yeah. I done dealt with women, they was like, I need to really, really feel something to even lay down with you and give you me. Like, I gotta be in love or something like that. That's a part, that's something that would turn her on sexually, the fact that she has a connection, emotional connection with me.
Question, do y'all think that is a younger versus older male's mind? Like, do you feel like those things change as we get older in terms of the importance of sex and realizing what comes with sex from a male's perspective? Because in my eyes, right, just being who I am in my lifestyle, when I think about indulging in sex with somebody, I think about what comes with that, meaning the consequences or the outcome from pregnancies, STDs, soul ties. No. But I'm just saying, even before I was married, like I'm just saying in general, when I gave my life over and I switched, even though I was still indulging somewhat, I was still very selective with who I gave myself to, because I realized that comes with something. it comes with more than just
Absolutely.
the act itself. Like
Yeah.
there's more
I think
to
it comes with
sex than
maturity.
just flesh.
I wouldn't say age. It comes with maturity, though.
Right, with maturity. I agree with that. So
yeah.
as your mind matures,
Because I know a lot of older guys will be on bullshit.
because I feel like this,
sure.
right? If you're mentally
I don't think that age to do with it.
Yeah, age. ain't
right,
got
it's
nothing
not age.
I
it's
think
really
about where you at
maturity.
in your life.
Right,
to do.
it's the maturity.
No, but some people never get it.
But that's
people
because they
never
don't never in their life they've been made up that like I want to just do this, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like I started looking at shit like,
the older
bro,
you get stuck in your ways.
it ain't even that. Like,
But it's immaturity.
but to me, it don't have nothing to do with immature or maturity because everybody got their own different walk in life. It's some men who never want to be married, never want no kids, and they want to get money and do what they want to do for the rest of their life.
There ain't nothing wrong with that.
But what I'm saying is, so a part of that shit
don't believe
is
that, but okay.
a part of that is they gonna have their way with multiple women because they don't want no connections, and they could come from a heartbreak. It come from somebody they wanted to propose to, and they put in their man like
That
I
sound like
never.
brokenness.
abnormal.
Yeah, that's
It might be
brokenness, bro.
broken. It might be broken, but I still don't feel like that's a part of maturity because a lot of shit too, women view women differently too, just like women view men differently.
Yeah, I get it. I'm not the one to judge, bro. I don't want to be the judge you got, but I still think it's immaturity because it's a brokenness that you're not fixing in yourself. Because for you to keep on running through women that way, or for you to be like, I only want money, and your life lacks substance. You living on the surface. You get what I'm saying? And I think that's immaturity because you're really scared to go deeper.
But what if you
What if
know
you
what I'm
don't want to go deeper, bro? It's
Yeah,
not
but
you
Because
scared.
because something in you is broken.
But no,
no,
some
because
people
God
just
didn't make us
don't.
that way.
Some niggas just want to fuck hoes and get money.
But no,
I
but
know
no,
it
There's
sounds.
nothing wrong
I
with
know
that.
that sounds good, but that's not the truth.
It's not- it is the
It's the
truth.
deeper connection that you crave in the inside, and it's something that happened. That's probably traumatic that happened to you. That's the reason why you are the way you are.
Or some people
and you
just-
don't want to fix it
And I agree with you
because God didn't make us that way.
I agree with you, but God made people want to reproduce naturally. You supposed
But
to
it's
just
still,
reproduce.
but he also gave stipulations like self-control,
You right.
parameters with marriage, commitment. It wasn't just fulfill the lust of your flesh and whenever
And
you
I'm
feel
not,
like it.
and I'm not, and I'm never agreeing with, not agreeing
Disagree-
with you.
you're not disagreeing with
So,
that.
but what I'm saying is this: ants fuck, lions fuck, birds
you're not
fuck,
ants.
bitches fuck. Everybody is out here to reproduce naturally. I don't give a fuck to make the world go round.
So you just talking about sex?
But they're not
Just
man.
sex.
But they're but with humans,
So
we different.
Yeah, we made
And
different,
you
bro.
got to understand, we
and
made in the image of God.
I get what you're saying, but I'm saying your natural reason is to make the world go round, bro. And that's just all I'm saying. Like reproduction is real. So what I'm saying is when you start tapping, like we had this conversation the other day about everybody don't tap into their spirituality. So sometimes niggas not even thinking about how to overcome their flesh. And I don't feel like, well, that's a whole nother conversation. But what I'm saying is that if I set in my mind that I've been married, I was married young, had babies, I don't ever want to get married again. I want to keep my bag. I don't want to get my heart out. That's a conscious decision I want, and I want to fuck with women when I want to fuck with them and come back to my home place. I don't feel like that had nothing to do with maturity.
So what happens when she gets pregnant?
Okay.
What happens
Now
if,
that take.
But if you if you
You know what I mean? I don't 100% disagree
But
with
if
that.
you a
disagree.
nigga that's
I don't
Because
disagree.
because relationships will waste your time.
I don't
if you a
disagree.
nigga being responsible and you know that you don't want this, she not gonna get pregnant.
No, that's not always true.
That is
Because,
because if
no,
you
it
know you
happens.
don't want to do that.
Jeff, it happens.
No, it don't, bro.
No, it don't.
I had a
For not a
conversation.
nigga that
I had a
don't wanna have
conversation.
kids.
I had a conversation with a girl.
happen?
For a nigga
And-
that don't want to have kids and don't want no wife.
And I had a listen. And I had
You
a
know what
conversation.
happened? She was fucking somebody else. She fucking him and somebody else. That wasn't that nigga, baby. No. A nigga that don't want to have kids and he making sure that. Hell
I had a
no, bro.
conversation the other day. I'm gonna give y'all this quick story real quick or whatever. So I'm talking to this girl. We talking about college and shit. You know, my lady about to go to college.
Okay.
So she was saying like her mama was so gun ho on her freshman year of college, wearing protection, and her daddy was gun ho on birth control. She was gun ho on. Her daddy was gun ho on birth control. And her mama was like, fuck birth control because birth control, no, it ain't about the body. Birth control only stop pregnancies, it don't stop nothing else. So her mama was basically on the STD and pregnancies, and her daddy was more so on, hey, I don't really give a fuck. Like, I just don't want you getting pregnant, I want you to finish college. Right. But my whole purpose of that, to this day, she 30-something, and she don't let no nigga smack without a condom. And it's like, she just don't want to get pregnant to the right situation. So to agree with Jeff to a certain extent, shit do happen.
Right.
But if you really taking the steps to be like,
That's real.
not let a nigga be like, ain't no one time, I don't care if you my boyfriend. Like, she having sex with her condom with her boyfriend. Like, she don't want to get pregnant unless she know, like, nigga, we about to be locked in.
Right.
So some people be like that.
That's
Right,
real.
but that's responsibly.
That's real.
That's what
right,
I'm saying.
and that just reduces the probability of something happening. But whenever you engage in sexual activity, there is always a possibility that something could happen. Condoms break, stuff just leak out.
I never, out of all my niggas that I know, I never heard of a condom breaking. Somebody getting pregnant off. Somebody getting pregnant off the condom breaking. That's what I'm saying. I done heard of condom breaking, but not nobody getting pregnant off of that shit.
But it's happened.
I got another question for y'all real quick, though, so get away from this. We all got mamas, sisters, daughters, female cousins we love. So I was thinking about something the other night, because we talking about this, and I just want to bring it up and get y'all perception of it. How do y'all feel about being that guy in their life that they're not intimate with, but giving them advice about the guy they dealing with that they intimate with, even if he dogging them, putting them through shit, abusive or whatever? How do y'all feel? Like, how do y'all go about it, and how do y'all feel about it? But also, in the midst of y'all giving them game, how do y'all use that same game when it comes to how y'all dealing with y'all women?
I'm not gonna lie. I tell, because I got all sisters. I ain't got no brothers besides y'all. You know what I'm saying? So I got all sisters and a whole bunch of girl cousins. So I do this every other day. I'm talking to somebody, giving somebody some advice, bro. But I think I tell them the truth, man, and I tell them the truth about themselves, because I think most relationships it starts with you. You know what I mean? Like, you either choosing wrong or you doing something wrong. You can be better yourself. So that's the type of advice I give them, man. But I try to live by it too, on the flip side. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think that's why they come to me for advice, because they like, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, you.
So you ain't just telling me this shit, and you ain't treating your lady like that. Yeah,
but I tell them the truth, and a lot of times they don't want to hear that shit.
They never want to hear that shit.
Yeah, because they like, he did this, he did that. I'm like, man, but I know you. You know what I'm saying? like your mouth is crazy. Like, I know you probably said something, or you did this, like, you making him feel small as hell. And I try to tell them from a man's perspective, probably how they made that man feel in that moment, or what they can do to help, or go about it a different way.
But I got a question. So if your sister was to call you, or your cousin was to call you, and sometimes they don't want to hear the truth, and they just might need an open ear, and they know they fucking wrong, and you don't care, you still allow them to have that moment. Do you like double back 2 days later and be like,
I tell them, I'll be like, I'm gonna let you vent, but you wrong. We'll kick it like
And sometimes, bro,
for real shit.
Like, sometimes, bro, you gotta just be here to listen. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? Because sometimes everybody don't want, they not even asking you for advice. They don't know. They may say that they want advice, but really, whole time, they really just need somebody to listen and take them in. You know what I'm saying? So, like, for me, I be finding myself in this situation a lot with my sisters, with my niggas, girls, whatever. So, like, for me, I give them the real, because first off, I'm a man. So I know exactly how a man come in, how a man land, everything. So if a girl telling me certain things about him, and if she expecting certain things, I'm like, well, I'm just gonna, like Sean said, I'm gonna be all the way real. Like, look, he just not that into you.
Yep.
This not that. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is. Now look, you either gonna listen and take my advice, or you just still gonna be fucking with him. But if you don't listen to my advice, just keep fucking with him, because that's what you clearly want to do. That's what you keep choosing.
so do you feel like if like one of my girlfriend was to call you and you told her to leave me alone, do you feel like you a whole nigga for that?
I would never.
Because you my man.
I would.
And you telling my girl to leave me alone is crazy work.
Yeah.
I'm never coming in. I'm never coming in.
I'm never coming in.
That's the only time I be lying.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna lie. I don't even lie, because I done been in that. I done been in that situation. So I'm never gonna lie. I'm never gonna lie to them, and I'm never gonna tell them to leave my mans. But if it's like the 5th, 6th time, and you coming to me about Shine about some
That's
shit,
that Beyonce. Hold on, real. That's that Beyonce. You know, and she be like, even your very best friend.
You know what I thought about that verse? That nigga trying to backdoor. He trying to crack.
Right. For sure.
and you was damn near going.
Right. He was damn near going.
He was damn near going.
Why would you even bring that up?
But yeah, but no, I would never tell the girl.
That's a reverse Uno card.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But like if a girl dealing with my mans, I'd never be like, girl, you need to leave. If she complaining about him, I'm like, well, you know, if you saying you want this and you getting that, then you gotta do what's best for you. Cause at the end of the day, too, I'm still gonna be a real person.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be that nigga that's just cheerleading for my mans. I'm not gonna say my man's flat out blatantly wrong
under the bus.
or throw him under the bus. But I'm gonna tell her, like, look, you need to do what's best for you. If this situation is weighing on you that much to where you thinking about this, or you thinking about other alternatives that you should take, then maybe that's what you should do. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, if you could take accountability for, okay, why is he reacting this way? Why is he doing what he doing? Did you do something? You know what I'm saying?
But I'm not gonna lie,
and if you did, then acknowledge that and move accordingly. But if it's just some shit where a bitch that's getting dogged out, after a while, I'm just gonna be like, look, man, I'm gonna tell you what it is, and after I don't wanna hear no more about it. Cause you're not gonna listen. You know what I'm saying? That's just like a situation with, you know, your sister. You know, and she got a nigga that she dealing with, and then he put his hands on her. You gonna look crazy as hell jumping out there going to go fight the nigga, and then she gonna be right with the nigga.
Dog, yeah.
Then you gonna be mad at your sister and the nigga, but it's just like, really?
And you gonna damn near be on the outside.
I done had
You
real,
gonna be on the
I done
outside,
had real
for sure.
life situations where not domestic violence, but like I got cousins and just dealing with a lot of, you know, just women where they've come to me for advice, and I've had conversations with. It depends on the cousin, right? Or it depends on the person.
It do.
You know what I'm saying?
The person do matter, bro.
It do.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not
got
just
some
going
cousins
to
be on
bat
some
for everybody.
bullshit.
Like, yeah, it's like, no,
Booby.
I'm not getting in that because I know what you be on. You know what I'm saying? But if it's the right cousin and I know that the cousin has the right intention, I done check some of their dudes' temperatures. But I'm not coming to them tough guy. He's like, what's up?
Right, what's going on?
How you doing, bro? You all
Yeah.
right? You know what I mean? And then I give my personal reviews. But a lot of times when it comes to, I kind of like have stepped away from, I let people live their lives.
Yeah,
I'm
get in
not
people's
trying to
business.
get,
You got
don't
to,
put
bro.
me in the middle of that.
That's why I think it's don't get too involved in
Don't
it.
get involved in
Get
it.
your take and shit on it, and then
But don't get
call me
personal
later.
with it.
It don't get emotional or get too personal when they don't want to do what you think they should do.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's what it is.
That's what I had to learn.
Yeah, you should never be like, I would never do that. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
I learned never say never.
It's just like Remy said, I done gave you advice for a year straight. I'm like, okay.
At that point, I'm just listening.
But I tell him, I be like, man, I told you what to do last time. You ain't listen.
Yeah.
And I'll leave it there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Literally.
saying? Like,
Hey, so I got another question too. If dating, if like you dating, do you feel like kids is a non-negotiable? If a woman had kids, is that a non-negotiable?
If a woman has kids, is it
If you're dating,
I'm not messing with no women who got kids.
I can't do
you
it.
it's a
what
non
you
like
can't
if
do
she
it?
got
I couldn't do
kids,
it.
if she got kids, you like no.
I tried.
Or
Well, so like my
Wait,
situation.
hold on,
right
but
now-
wait, before you go though, real quick. Like, of course, you know, you marry everything,
Right,
but
no.
God forbid,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, you had to start over, like, you have kids, so, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
So here's my thing. Make this very clear. I get out of this, I'm never doing it again.
yeah,
The only women that I want to be that consistent in my life, if I was divorced, would be my daughters. I got enough women in my life. I don't need no more attachments. If I couldn't do it with this one, I can't do it with nobody
so
else.
you wouldn't remarry then, you saying?
Oh, no, hell no. I'd be a bachelor forever.
Damn.
I would never remarry again. Like, different people have their, but for me, the way the marriage is so heavy that if I break this off, I'm
Yeah.
not supposed to really marry anybody
Yeah,
else.
because like,
Yeah,
it's
you're
because
not.
like, I'm gonna give
I'm
somebody
really-
else all
like,
of me
But
again.
there's no such thing as a second marriage.
It's not for real, not without adultery.
Yeah, it's not.
You know what I'm saying? Because you taking what somebody else is, and really they supposed to either, if you can't be with this person, you should be separate into yourself forever until you reconcile.
So if you don't get remarried, to get back to what I
Yeah,
originally
right.
asked,
What was the question
if
about
you're
the kids?
dating with, well, you wouldn't be dating with intent because you're not getting remarried.
I'm not getting married.
So if you guys was
they say I'm
dating,
a
But as a
Is it
single
like-
man, I've tried dating a woman with a child before.
He said no.
And it was, let me tell you why it was terrible for me, because when them kids, when you get invested in them kids and them kids be like, I want my daddy.
Oh shit.
Oh, nigga, you be like, you know what, you little motherfucker. You know what? Go and get your daddy. Because
a nigga can't want his daddy is crazy, nigga.
like, bro, no,
You
what
a
I'm
plus
saying,
daddy,
no.
nigga. I want my
that's
real
the-
daddy,
That's
nigga.
the thing. It's like
You're not my daddy.
you not my daddy. It's
Soon as
like,
something go wrong,
like,
That
you
nigga
can't have no
ain't-
candy.
hey,
Where my daddy at, dog?
Hey, that nigga ain't like Roddy or baby boy. Fuck your foot,
For real. And
So you want your daddy and you want your spaghetti.
Hey, and the damn near fired on the little nigga.
Hey, no, it was crazy because it was a girl.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that and this is before I had children. So you know,
You ain't really-
I couldn't even embrace her the same because like what I can do with my baby, I can cuddle and give her a million kisses.
That's why she need her daddy. Bro.
I ain't gonna lie.
She needed her daddy.
She
I ain't gonna lie.
But her daddy was non-existent at that time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so for me, I looked at it like I need something that I would want to be my own.
Yeah.
And I can't think of the concept now because of my circumstance, but like
it's hard.
blending my family in with somebody else would be such a challenge because can I love this little niglet who somebody else see the same way?
Niglet is crazy.
Niglet is crazy.
I'm just saying, when it all come down to it, right, you want to save all the kids. But if you got to choose, you get what I'm saying? If you got to choose, this is a real reality because my kid is flesh of my flesh.
Yeah.
This somebody else seed that I got to take on, and I commend every man. No, I commend every and any man that is capable of doing it. Because what it comes with, because you do got another man that's in the corner. Yeah, and what if that child don't like you? It's accusations. It's anything like that for me.
But you know what's so crazy though, Ant? You experienced that same shit with your own child.
And no, my children.
What you mean?
No, what I mean is how you would be like, oh, this somebody else see, right? They not appreciative, or the only thing that they probably won't say is, oh, I want my daddy, because obviously you they daddy, but your kids will be unappreciative. Your kids will be ungratefulness. But no, but that's why I'm gonna tell you why it's a difference. Because it's your kids.
Exactly.
But that's what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, that's the only reason why you put up with it. But when you really look at it at the surface,
that's why every parent puts up with it.
But what I'm saying though is at the end of the day, does that make it right or wrong though? Because it's
no right or wrong.
But you don't. But if we take it,
you don't have a choice to put up with it.
But if
like sometimes I don't even want to put up with my kids.
My nigga, let me land. Let me land. You feel me? So if we take it back to the Bible, you supposed to love everybody as your brother. You supposed to love everybody like Christ loved the church.
Jeff,
so
talk to me about
this
Bible.
real talk.
Don't talk to me about no Bible,
bro.
But
that's what I'm saying. We can't pick and choose.
We
can't pick and choose. No, bro. We can't pick and choose when we want to walk according. And this kind of go back to the conversation about lukewarm. We can't pick and choose when we want to be examples of Christ and when we don't. Even though I agree with you, because I'd have been a person that have been there and messed with somebody with kids. So for me, nigga, only way I'm gonna deal with something, because like the space I'm in right now, I want my own baby mama. You feel me? Like I want my own baby mama. You feel me? Like I feel like that's a flex that I ain't never get to feel. You know what I'm saying? So I want to experience that. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? I would deal with a woman with kids, but it would have to be on certain circumstances. You know what I'm saying?
What? See
like
what I'm
prime
saying?
example.
Why it gotta be on certain circumstances, Jeff?
Because
no, what would be the circumstance?
I was about to say,
because
give me a good situation.
And I'm talking about like,
I'm about to get
if you,
to you.
hold on, I'm talking about like if you're dating, like you meet the woman, you like her, you like everything about her, and she got kids. Like, is it a number of kids, or it don't matter the kids? It just matter about these circumstances.
The kids matter, the number of baby daddies matter, but there's the circumstances I'm talking about.
That's right. Where
I will fuck with you. The baby daddy either has to be A, dead, or B, in jail. You feel me?
Hell no.
That's just for me. Because
that nigga could be outside and be dead.
Because it's like out of sight, out of mind. You know what I'm saying? And I done dealt with motherfuckers who the daddy's not even around, but it's still at some point, because you got a kid, that daddy can pop up whenever he want.
Yeah.
He can pop up. He ain't gonna he
can make a little situation difficult whenever he wants to.
And not even to say like he gonna dictate shit, but now he can kind of
put a ripple effect.
He can cause some drama in the household a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Even though for my own situation, like that never really happened where motherfuckers causing drama, but it just like it may cause some shit where now it's like, okay, now you may be communicating more, or you may be doing something more, and it's like you didn't even think to run that past me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's just like, especially if
like I feel like with this situation, there's pros and cons to the shit.
For sure.
Like,
what are the pros?
Okay, so the pros of dating a woman with kids is she know how to have, like I got my own kids. So she know how to be a mom. Okay. Right? Sure. And she's already a mama.
That's
mode.
number one.
She already a nurturer.
That is true.
But not all mamas know how to be a mama.
No, they don't. But I'm saying I would look at that. You know what I'm saying? Like if she's a good mom,
you would give her that. You would give her that.
Yeah. But she got the bare minimum. She gonna cook.
Yeah.
She might not be shit, but she
gonna
already
cook, take care of
she
kids.
Gonna wash
yeah.
and make sure shit paid.
Exactly.
And she gonna have to serve shit.
Exactly. So I think that's the pros of it. Like they already in mommy mode, and a lot of single women who don't have kids, who are attractive. I only like the attractive women. They selfish. Real talk. You know what I mean? And it's like, damn.
You only like attractive women?
But I ain't mad at them for being selfish.
You only like attractive women?
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
What you mean? You know what I'm saying? I only date attractive women. I love every woman. You know, I love everybody. But what I'm saying, like, when I'm dating, when I'm courting, you get what I'm saying? I'm looking for somebody who kind of like you know what I mean? And a lot of those women with no kids, they selfish.
You been trying to change on what?
Like, because, bro, it's not always about looks, bro. Sometimes, bro, for real, bro.
Stop.
You gotta date.
Looks matter.
Man, they
Looks
matter, but at the end of the day, bro,
you should be attracted to.
I done dealt with a lot of women, bro, that's cute.
You got bad taste.
No, I'm saying I done dealt with women that's cute. And then I didn't also deal with women. Niggas ain't never seen me with 2s and 3s.
Well, I'm just saying, so it matters.
But it matters.
So it matters.
That's why I said I'm trying. What 2s and 3s you done seen me with? That I brought around. What 2s and 3s you seen me with? That I brought around. That y'all seen. You feel me? But that's why I said I'm trying to get away from that.
From being so vain.
Yeah, so being so vain. Because what I in my life, bro, what I have realized, and with different niggas that I fuck with, like, it's not always about looks, bro. Like, it'll be a woman, bro. She may be a 6.
You tripping.
But nigga, she love you. Like, she gonna do everything for you. She gonna appreciate everything you
so
do.
You good with a 6.
Love is not enough.
I'm not saying. I said I'm trying to get to that.
But I'm saying, so if you
bro.
so hold on.
Don't try to get to that, bro.
So I ain't gonna lie. Looks ain't everything, though, bro.
Yes,
it's
is.
really not. No, I ain't gonna lie. It's really not because.
No, it's
like,
not everything, but it's a big part, bro.
It definitely is a big part. But if it's a woman,
Sean
bro.
said it ain't everything. It's the only thing.
But look, if it's a woman where if I could feel like if I'm attracted to you enough to where it's like if I'm attracted to you enough to where it's like you appreciating me, you value
how do you
my
get
time.
there, Jeff?
I felt like that before
Without
too,
the
Jeff. I'm not
attraction.
gonna lie.
But no, look,
I was
let
in
me
a dark place.
Look, no, let me tell you. Let me tell you all of some bullshit. Till I was in a dark place.
I was like, man.
Nah, bro, for real.
I
Because
just know somebody that appreciates.
let me tell you. On some real shit though, because you will go after the bitch that's fine and that's this and that got the fat ass, and that bitch not reciprocating your energy.
No, I feel what you're saying.
You know what I'm
No, I
saying?
swear I get
Then
it.
you meet, but you meet a
solely
bitch like a
just
set,
looks.
but you will
No,
meet a
right,
bitch that's
right.
like a 7.5.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And this bitch, she's still cute.
But I ain't gonna
she
lie,
know how to put her
7.5
makeup on.
straight, though,
She
right.
got swag,
7
nigga.
is-
She can get
7
dressed
is
straight.
good.
That's what I'm saying.
7 is good.
And nigga,
Yeah.
she treats you like a fucking king, nigga. The shit
Yes.
that you want to do, the shit that
feel
you
that.
want your 9 and your 10 to do, she doing it without you even
it's
asking.
But I'm saying don't go 5 and low.
No, I ain't going
That's all
5
I'm
and low.
saying.
I ain't going 5
Don't
and
do that.
lower.
But look, on some
But I
real-
don't know though.
But I'm saying that's for you.
If
some
that
people
bitch,
don't.
because
some people don't care.
if she a 5, bro, but the way she make me feel, I look at her like she a 10. I ain't been in
But
that
I'ma be
situation.
real. I'ma
but
be
I'm
real
just
with you.
saying.
No, I'ma be real.
I'm open
I'ma
to
be
that
real.
shit.
I don't believe you, but I ain't mad.
I don't believe him
I'm
either.
open to it.
I don't believe him either. I tried.
You just feel like that right now.
And I'ma be real.
I'm trying to be open to that
When
shit,
I was
bro.
dealing in that situation, my biggest problem was the attraction. I felt like
Yep.
if I had been more attractive, if you're really attracted to a woman,
Yep. You
you
put up
can,
with
you
more
can love
shit.
her. Like, you know what, man,
I
this
swear.
little kid, all right, man.
And vice versa.
I'd
I
be
swear.
there.
Oh, you talking about with the kids?
Right.
If you more attracted
If
to the
it's
mama.
more, if it's
fucked up.
attraction there,
But it's the truth, Jeff.
it's
It
the
is.
truth,
The
dog.
truth fucked
And
up.
guess
My
what?
eyes,
They,
man.
women
It
feel the
ain't messed
same
up.
way.
Because
Women put
that's
up with
the way
more of your
God-
shit if
no,
they
that's
like
the way God
they attracted to
designed
you
men.
more.
God designed men when God presented the woman to man by his eyes, and he liked what he saw.
True.
And he chose her based off of, he didn't know her, but he eventually knew her, but he off first glance, he like,
Yep.
I want
But that shit ain't
But I
always
guess
made up
right.
his
but,
mind.
but
That shit ain't
look,
always
I'm gonna
right,
say
though.
this though, bro. For me, I ain't used to want to fuck with girls with kids, and I changed my mind on that shit because I ain't gonna lie, girls with kids be like the best women to me.
I think so too.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
For
Like,
sure.
I'm talking
I
about, and
agree
it don't be the bad bitches or the fine girls with kids that be the best bitches. It be the 6s or 7s.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because,
They be
and I'm not
humble.
saying that, all right, I might not be like, damn, you ain't the coldest, but you know what I'm saying?
that heart. That heart.
Everything about them though.
Yeah.
How they respect your intellect.
Yeah.
How they want to. How they
appreciative.
want somebody like you to be in their life, and they been holding shit down for so long. They want to woosah. How you can make them better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How you can do certain things.
Listening.
A lot of shit and being attentive,
Yeah.
being shit.
You
with
ain't gotta tell them to do.
I don't gotta tell
something.
them to do a lot of
They
shit
gonna
because
do-
their
Yes.
household already structured by them.
Yes.
All they need is the.
The man piece.
Yeah.
But see, I'm gonna tell you why they like that though. Most of the time, those women that are like that be like that because they know what it's like to not have it.
Yep.
So when they get it,
they
they
appreciate
like,
it.
I appreciate this
Especially for
because I
somebody
know
getting
what it's
attracted
like
to
to
it.
have to do this with these kids. They be getting their kids in order, like you not gonna mess this up.
I feel like that's
you gonna
50-50.
listen.
I swear.
You gonna listen
But
to
that's
him
50-50.
What you mean?
Because some people, they not have it, and then when they do get it, they appreciate it. But then some people, they never had it, so they don't know how to
But it's not
appreciate
50-50.
it. That is.
It's
When I
not
say it's
50-50.
50-50,
That's
when I
not
say
70-30.
It's
hell
like
no.
70-30.
If anything, I say it's
25,
60-40.
75.
70-30.
It's 60-40, because we could even say that with
definitely
niggas.
not.
I can kind of
When
see
niggas
that,
get
though.
a when niggas
Just
get a
kinda-
good when
just
niggas
kinda-
get
not
a no
50-50.
listen
I
when
wouldn't
niggas
say
get
it ain't
down the
a
middle.
listen
No,
when
it
niggas get a
is
good
not down the
bitch
middle.
when niggas get a good bitch and I don't know for all of y'all but I maybe
Good woman.
a good woman when niggas get a good woman you feel me when niggas get a good woman bro you may not appreciate that shit because you so used to dealing with bitches from or women from the hood that have been doing this doing that. Fucking with your
You don't know how to
mans.
appreciate it.
You don't know how to appreciate it. You damn near
Jeff onto
second.
something.
You damn near second guessing
That's not
everything she
50-50 though.
do.
What?
I
It's
say
not
60-40.
50-50.
When I say-
60-40.
when I
As far as
say-
like you saying like far as like
How
50% of
common
people
it
are like
happens,
that. Okay.
like, how
Because it's with
often-
men and women, bro.
If you put in statistics,
It ain't 50-50.
it's not 50.
think
I
it might
say
be.
60-40, bro.
It might be, bro.
The most I'm willing to
A
go
lot
is
of people don't know how to
60-40, but I
appreciate
really
shit
feel like
because
it's
they don't come from there,
50-50.
bro.
You feel like
Think
it's
about
50-50
money.
or
That's true.
60-40.
Think
But
about
you
money,
talking
though,
about,
bro.
but hold on, bro. You talking about relationships and having something that you yearn for and finally get it. Not having something you never fucking asked for.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. A woman with 3 kids who like not out here fucking for money, nothing, working 2 jobs. She got a 14-year-old son. He damn near being big bro and held this shit down, and she not depending on no nigga. When she get that, that's
She not
something
playing
she's
with it.
yearning for. You get a bad bitch with 3 kids, 3 baby daddies, 2 of them dead, 1 in jail, and 1 not doing shit, coming back trying to fuck whenever you want on her, and you trying to get her stability and stuff. She don't fucking want it.
Yeah, that ain't even
So
how
that's
she
not
made.
50-50.
Yeah,
That's
she
what
not
I'm
like
saying.
She just want that
70-30.
pay.
You get a
She don't
woman.
want you in the crib.
You
She
get a
didn't
woman
want
who
that.
She don't
got
want you
that
to
shit.
stop
Come
by
on,
when
bro.
she needs
Nah,
you.
that's
She
what,
don't want
but
it.
that's
a
it.
fact.
And that,
It's the
That's
women
a
who
fact.
want it. Yeah.
But it's a lot of women
hold on,
like that.
Hold on, and this it
Yeah, but they
didn't
gotta
matter
want it,
about
like
the
you said.
man.
And they didn't always start like
It
that.
matter about the man
What you
though,
mean?
bro. The
Yes, they
man
do.
gotta.
They typically start like that.
Yes,
Them
they
women
do.
that be like that,
Hell no.
they first baby daddy turned them out.
But
They
you-
already
that's
on
what I'm
that.
saying. But
They
before
behind
that,
that.
She coulda fucked up her first
but
baby.
listen, but before that,
That is
nigga,
crazy.
I don't
but
care.
before that, she could have not wanted that. She could have thought with her baby daddy, this what it's about to be.
Yeah,
But
You
I
get
got-
what
she
I'm
might not
saying?
have never
and
had a
she
good
turned
example.
to that because of
Yeah.
the circumstances and whatever this nigga may have
So
put
she
her
was
through.
never that. That's
Never
what
that.
I'm hearing.
So I got.
some women born on survival.
That's what I'm
Literally.
saying.
You know what I mean?
So
Like,
they're never.
But
don't
that's
even know
50.
love.
Them women
But
be
I feel like that's
yeah.
50%
I'ma
of
be
people.
with you, but it comes with you know what you gotta give me.
Yeah, it's
But bro, I
transactional.
feel like
I
that's
don't really care
50%
about
of
you.
women.
Them type of women don't really care about your heart. You can go
They
play
don't
in
care
the
about your
streets.
heart,
You can go do what you want to do as long as you delivering that bag.
Literally. But I
When
feel
you
like
drop
that's
off that
50%
bag,
of
it's
women.
transactional.
No,
When
that's
y'all on
not-
the internet,
no,
that's
that's not
I feel like
50%.
it
Not
is.
50%
What
of
She
she
don't give a fuck.
How many women y'all know that just be on some settling shit? Or how many women y'all see on the internet talking about what a nigga can
internet
do
a
for
fake
them?
I'm talking
place.
about the internet.
But the
talking
internet
about
is a
real
real
life
place
women.
though.
It's
I'm
a
talking
fake.
about a lot of motherfuckers.
No,
they
I
I'm talking
just-
just-
about real
I would say
life
50.
women.
I say
I'm
it's
talking about your
smaller.
average
It's
woman.
Smaller?
It's a smaller amount.
I
Yeah.
can't
Way
say
smaller.
70-30.
That's a smaller.
I say
Tell me why you
60-40.
think it's smaller, bro.
Because I think the women that won't, I feel like the pain changes it. I think like once a woman go through certain shit, they start to appreciate shit different. I think the transactional women are like really, really broken. And I don't think 50% of women are broken that bad. You know what I mean? Or they don't come from love. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think that's
so.
a natural thing.
That's why it's a lot of dykes. That's why it's a lot of gay women.
But it's not 50% of them.
It's a lot. If you take into account bi,
Now
gay.
you get into a whole other
But that's
conversation.
what I'm saying. But a lot of women go that way
But
because
that
of
don't
what
mean
they
that
not
they
getting from a
broken.
man. They tired of what a
Hold on,
man did.
let me say
But
this.
a lot
though.
of gay people just gay, bro.
Let me say this.
They ain't got nothing to do with them being broken.
Because Remy spoke on this, and I disagree with him all the way until he landed with what he was trying to say. He was saying that he only liked women who've been broken before, and I'm laughing. You know, he's funny, he entertaining and shit. And but it made sense once he got to his point, because he like, I want a woman who kind of been through something, because she gonna be able to relate what I've been through. And you get what I'm saying? And I'm like, damn, that's kind of deep. Like a lot of women who kind of just never really been through shit, they more shallow. You know what I'm saying? They more transactional. I just want this, I want that. But a woman, kind of woman that we talking about, that 7, that kind of appreciate shit, they been through pain. They done been heartbroken. They done been, you know what I'm saying, a single mom, like something that happened to them. And they gonna be able to relate to your pain. They gonna have more grace for the shit that you
Women
going
like
through.
pain though. I ain't gonna lie.
But I got something to say. Hey, I got something to say too. To piggyback off what you saying, it's good 10s out here that have the
10s?
same morale as the 7s we talk about. It's still some bad
one.
girls that still have
10s?
9s,
that.
8s, bad girls that more attractive than the 6 or 7.
Oh, that good girls.
That,
good
yeah,
women.
that still have good morals, have good things about themselves.
I don't believe it.
But another thing I want to
It's a
ask
small
you.
percentage.
Okay, but I want to ask you something though, because
They
you
decent.
said that looks matter to you, right? It's very important.
Mm-hmm.
So outside of the looks or whatever, let's take it from like a woman perception.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like men are sexually satisfying women? Because we got all these standards of how I'm not gonna fuck this type of woman, or I'm gonna fuck a girl with a ass. We be so picky about what we doing, but is men really sexually satisfying women? Do you think it's not? Let's talk about the percentage of that. What percent y'all think?
I say
men?
about 25, 30%.
So you think
Satisfying?
25% of men is sexually satisfying women?
They woman or women?
They women.
Because I think it's different, man.
Women collectively, I would say.
Women collectively, I say women ratio probably be like 1 in 5. Where they'll be like, oh yeah, he's good, he's not. You get what I'm saying? Because I kick it with women.
I guarantee
and they,
you the women gonna disagree.
what you
No,
think they
hell
say
no.
higher?
I feel like they'd agree. I feel like a lot of women don't be sexually satisfied.
they
Right,
don't.
no, right, okay. So,
So
that's,
he's
that's
saying
what I'm saying. Yeah, it's low.
he's saying out of
It's
every
25%
5
that
women,
they
only
probably
one
satisfied
woman
with.
gonna be satisfied sexually.
Yeah.
why do y'all feel like women are not as sexually satisfied toward men? And then I also want to throw in why men
not be.
feel like they gotta have multiple women. Because if a woman is doing what she need to do, right? Most of the time, if your woman is draining you, you typically can't go nowhere because she done already got you off, so you don't feel it. But the first point is to the women that are not sexually satisfied. Why do y'all feel like women aren't sexually satisfied with men, and what can men do to increase that percentage?
I'm gonna say this for me, and I'm gonna answer both. I feel like men don't care. Majority men don't care about nothing but getting their nut off. All women are different. Some women have different stimulation points and shit like that. I don't want to go too in detail, but some women like foreplay more than they like actual sex. Some women come off talking, and I feel like a lot of men don't know they person that they having sex with, so they don't satisfy them because it's just about a nut.
Or body.
You know what I'm saying? Men be like, shit, man, I want some pussy. I don't care. Hey, where you at? Woo woo. I come in that bitch. Yeah, what's up? What your kids do today? What y'all eat? All right, shit, come on. She already ready. Boom. He bleed, go to sleep. Roles activated. Because there's no foreplay, there's no talking, there's no build up. And I feel like men get too comfortable because sex is not like valued no more. You could get it like brushing your teeth. You get threesomes and shit like brushing your teeth. So nobody value sex no more.
Yeah,
it
sex
used
so
to be
normal.
a time where you had to set
It was
the
sacred,
mood.
yeah.
You had to light the candle.
Play
She
some
wanna put on
music.
some lingerie shit. She
You do
wanna
that shit now.
you
Bitch,
wanna
look at
it's
you
like it
crazy.
was like art. And I feel like that's where you learn bodies. That's where you learn
so you think
everything.
so you think we sexually numb?
Sex is art.
No, we just
I don't think sexually numb. I just think
We in a
I think our
microwave
generation
space.
accessible.
It's
We in a
still
microwave
accessible.
space.
It's so
I just
accessible,
think our
you know?
generation don't value getting to learn somebody's body and
That's
getting
what
to
I was
know
about
their
to touch on.
satisfaction.
So that's what I was
because
about to
some
touch
girls
on.
don't want to be hit from the front. Some girls don't want to be kissed. They just want you to come over and hit it from the back.
Literally.
Some girls care about foreplay and you talking to them because they're more more in their mental. And some women don't even want you fucking touching them
They don't
if
even
you
want you
didn't
kissing them or
mentally
nothing.
or emotionally connect with them already.
Stimulate them.
Because them being in love make them turned on by you sexually. You
I
know what I'm
think
saying?
I think a big part of women not being sexually satisfied by men has to do with men not understanding female anatomy, meaning their parts of their vaginas, the labia.
All vaginas look different. Let's be clear.
No. But
For sure.
but
This
all
nigga took it
vaginas
there.
have.
do though.
Vaginas do look different, right?
No, I'm saying,
But
They
I'm
feel
saying
different,
there's like I seen this picture floating online where it was like the different kinds of vaginas.
Yeah.
And it was like you
And
know
niggas like, I'm straight on the G.
I'm straight on that roast beef.
vaginas blew out. But the bottom line is this though, like the point that I'm trying to make with that is that regardless of the vagina that you're dealing with, all vaginas still have the same parts. Most men don't understand the parts of the vagina. Like there's an outer layer of a vagina, and then there's the inside of a vagina,
And then there's also
there's
a
a
clitoris.
part where you kind of like they're actual
Sexual education.
You know what I'm saying?
101.
But niggas need, but think about that.
But I'm
Think about this. Hold up, real quick,
All right,
Sean.
go ahead.
Because the sex ed part, niggas ain't took a sex ed class since they was 13 years
For real,
old.
since like
Niggas
6,
was-
7,
So they don't
8.
even remember.
Bro, when niggas was 13, they didn't know how to fuck.
Right. So think about that. Men have not taken any sexual education on the counterpart to understand what that body has.
Yeah.
Everybody's different.
If you're
bro.
not familiar with the body though, no matter what, it's like you may hit some parts, but it's probably luck. But if you learn your woman's body and what makes her tick.
But I think that's it. But it's your woman.
Yeah.
Because like Remy said, it's different.
Every woman
like
different.
I honestly think sex is chemistry. Like that's how I look at sex. I don't look at sex as just like a sport or like you could do it the same way every time it's going to work. Like I don't think sex works like that way. It's chemistry. You know what I mean? Like sometimes, like he said, some women are more rough. Some women want to be dominant. Sometimes they want to be dominated. And it's like you got to know and figure out your woman and kind of feel your way through it. Yeah. And I think that's what makes men good at sex. And women too. Because a lot of women...
But here's the crazy part.
Hold on. Just like that post when girls be on the internet, like, they talked me through it last night.
Yeah.
Like, talk your partner through it so they can know.
But some women be like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, because they don't want to hear shit.
Exactly.
Like,
Like,
they want to
that ain't my
concentrate on
thing.
what they doing.
I ain't never heard a girl say shut up though. But I'm not a
But
nigga
I'm
that be
never
talking.
talking.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. I never talk.
Let me find out.
But I'm gonna be real. This is
How you gonna find out, bro?
I'm saying, let me find out.
this is another part and piece of it though. As women
That
get
bullshit, shot.
as women grow older, the desire of how sex. Because think about when you was younger, the girls what they wanted or what a young girl wants versus the older ones. The older ones typically like the tempo to be a little slowed down a little bit, like to have more sensual feelings and touching and stimulation. Whereas the young girls
learn
be
their
ready
body
to
more.
go to pound town.
It depends on
But
what
that's
age you
another thing, too.
What age you talking about?
So what age I'm talking about as far as the stimulation part?
Like slowing down.
Women typically start to slow down when they hit about 35.
I
No.
agree. I agree.
And then when they pick back up, 50,
About 40.
48, 50, they want to get fucked like they young again.
Yeah.
You got to think about it. They go from teenagers
Man,
to 20s, and then they go to a nigga where whatever the case may be, they had to settle for that nigga sex.
That's
and
when they
dealt
start.
with it.
That's when they get that cougar on.
And that's when they be like, okay, I want to be touched, I want to be loved, like do this because the nigga they just was dealing with wasn't doing that. Then they be like, okay, I'm getting all that love and shit. Fuck me like a slut again. I'm 50. I want to feel young.
Yeah.
But okay, so y'all asked about women and satisfying women, but I think it's a flip side to that too. Because a lot of women just not good at sex neither. And I think like
Be boring.
I think a lot of
Boring.
women, I think the more a woman knows her body, probably the better the sex because she kind of know. Like her chemistry is gonna be there herself. She's not waiting for you to do everything. You know what I'm saying? Like some women just they gonna sit there and just
But
want
know
you to
what's
go
so crazy
you
though,
do
Sean?
your thing, and it's like a lot of women.
I feel like a lot of women don't have the opportunity to learn. Men and women, I could say, because I don't want to just put it on women. I feel like they don't have the opportunity to learn their body because you damn near be going from so many different sex partners. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like you really can't
That
really
bring up
lock
another
in.
question.
You really can't lock in with this one person and focus on what you like or what you don't like because say if you a woman and you all right, I'm feeling this nigga, I'm about to give him some pussy. You
I feel
feel
like
me?
that's more than men though.
But look, you give him some pussy or whatever. So before you can even learn this nigga, he done got the fuck on. You feel me? Or for the woman, but for the man, before you can learn her body, it was your first time. You might have been nervous, so you done damn near came quick. So you done gave her some bold ass dick, and she like, I ain't fucking with him no more. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you kind of don't really never get that opportunity to learn a woman. So you damn near kind of be going like, I think I like this.
So you think
I think I make like this.
So you think being in a relationship makes you better at sex than being just bouncing around?
I think so.
That's a good question.
I think so
mean?
because I think
I
so.
don't.
I think so
that.
because if you with your person, you can kind of if you with one person you having sex with, you can kind of explore. It's in your control because this is who you having sex with. You can control like, okay, well look, I ain't like what you did last night. Let's try this. But if you just bouncing around, you don't
can't
really
never
control
learn
that. You
it.
don't control.
Y'all learning together when you're in a relationship.
And you don't control that. You don't control if this nigga gonna come back because he might have hit it and quit it, and vice versa for the man. You know what I'm saying? You can't control when the
don't
next
know.
time you gonna hit her.
I think-
if you gave her some bold dick.
What you think?
I think, bro, the relationship sex get weak. It
Get bored quick.
it don't
that's
get
a
bored,
reality,
but
though.
it get to where a point like I ain't gonna lie, relationships. I'm not gonna
It's
say
redundant.
it's just
Like,
I feel like it depends on the couple.
it can
no.
be
It depends on how
emotional.
long y'all together. If I'm with a girl for 4 years, bro, we done did everything sexually. So it's like, okay, what we gonna try new?
That's not
we
true.
gonna try. I'm talking about for me. This my take. This on me and my relationship. I get freaky with my girl. I have sex. I like it. I think it's a.
have you role played? I'm just saying, have you role played?
Let me land what I'm
Have you
saying.
role played?
Let me land what I'm saying.
Just answer that. Have you role
Yes,
played?
I role played.
So you came over there dressed up as another nigga. Not as another, but dressed up in an outfit.
Dressed up
full
like
blown.
another nigga.
Like dressed up as another person. Like you done came in an outfit. Baby, I'm the doctor today. I got the white coat on.
Yes. Yes.
Have you invited another man?
You capping, bro.
Okay, bro.
You my mans, bro. Like I know if you was playing role play, you would have told me, like, bro. I done
Okay,
came
bro.
over
At the
there
end of the day,
with
what I'm trying to
motherfucking-
get you to understand is, I think sex outside of relationships is better because you get your experience. It's just like boxing. If a nigga about to fight a nigga who 147-5 versus a nigga that's 28-3,
He gonna show him different shit. Yeah.
I done had more shit. So when I get in a relationship, I don't give a fuck if I hit a quitter. I don't give a fuck if we go 2 months strong. She's with a nigga for 4 years. I fucked her better because I done dealt with more women. I heard what one woman like. I got more motherfucking attributes and more experience. Versus a nigga that's trying to learn a girl body because he been with her for 5 years.
I disagree.
I'm gonna hit her, and she gonna start telling you like, hey,
Something on your head.
I'm gonna hit her, and she gonna start telling you like, hey man, I'm about to go with the girls at Teresa's, and she not going to Teresa's because that's just the truth behind it, bro.
But you know why? Because you're doing different things. You doing something that the nigga in the relationship with her not doing. But if you in a relationship with somebody for 5 years, I can try so many different things on you. A lot of niggas just don't do that, or a lot of women don't do that. They just stick to their same boring sex.
I kinda
But
agree with Jeff,
you
bro.
don't control. You can't control that shit. Like if you not in a relationship with somebody, and if the sex ain't hit for both of y'all, you can't control. Okay,
Let's
I'm
go
about
back
to try
the-
this on her.
This the first,
I'm gonna
this go
try
back
that
to
on her.
the first question I asked. So you been in a relationship and you been sexing your girl. You learn her body to the T, right? Y'all agree with me? Y'all learn her body to the T. Then she go get cracked. She go get cracked by a nigga for 249-3. That shit you was doing ain't shit. She gonna come back to you like, after you try to work it all the shit, she gonna come back to you like, that shit I thought we was doing that relationship was lit. Then she gonna be in there, you gonna get on top of her, she gonna be like, ding dong, ding dong. She gonna be thinking about that other nigga she had that break with. Because that nigga have more experience. He touching more parts because you still 4 years there trying to learn the same fucking body.
No, but that go back to what I said. If you not trying new shit and you not doing different shit on your person, hell yeah, you gon' okay, I'm just gonna lay here and take this.
It's just it's the sensation of newness. When you just got
The excitement,
when you
the
used
excitement,
to the
the
same
excitement.
vagina or the
Yeah.
same penis,
Yeah.
the reality is
I
you
agree.
just start going through the motions. And you do have to do things to spark
To
that
spice
up.
it up,
You
yeah.
gotta figure out how
And
to
most people
stimulate your
don't.
psyche. Most people just kind of get jaded and they fade away. But you do gotta do the role plays. You gotta do things that are new. You gotta try to experiment with certain things. You gotta have open conversation.
Yeah,
but it's nothing.
I've been in a long-term
like-
relationship, bro, for a long time, bro, and I was faithful for a long amount of time. So it's like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm adventurous, bro. I try shit. I'll be like, man, look, we about to go out of the country and experience some new shit.
You gotta
We
do
about to
that
be on the
shit.
balcony. We about to go to this ocean. This about to put us
Right,
in a
whether
different
it's the
vibe.
scenery.
You know what I'm saying? Like I visited
right.
Europe. I went to Paris. It was a whole different romantic vibe.
Yeah.
We kissing in the middle of the street, shit, like doing shit like off movies. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was a different vibe. So that's why I kind of agree with Jeff. You know what I mean? You can stimulate her mind different and always have new experiences with your lady.
Yeah.
And but I hate to say that you're right about the experience thing too. But I saw this one guy, not to bring it back to God, but this one pastor was talking and he was like, it's certain things like we're not even supposed to experience.
Right.
Like
Very
real
true.
talk. Like that's
Very
why you're supposed
true.
to say go something for your husband. You're not even supposed to get dog from down the street because
Yeah.
he too cold. He gonna throw you off on your guy that you're supposed to be with.
Literally.
You're not even supposed to experience that. And that kind of go back to what we said earlier about the women and the sex thing. Like they not supposed to be jumping around from guy to guy and all that. You
not.
know what I'm saying? Like she's supposed to be with this guy and y'all supposed to figure it out together. Because her experience in that gonna throw everything off. And you right about that. I hate that you right about it though. You know what I'm saying? And vice versa. Because a woman to do the same thing, you'll be like, man, I got that head from a girl. Like, man, you can get up. Like,
But I
this
got
ain't
some-
nothing.
I
You know
got
what I'm saying?
some-
Like, this is trash.
I got
So,
something to say to you, not to cut you off though. So you said you went to Paris or did whatever, and you wanted to go to DR,
Right.
balcony sex, all that shit. That's cool for 10 years, correct?
right.
So what about them girls that, you have heard stories about her, shit that you met one day and then she like, shit, let's shoot to Miami next week. I'm gonna be in Miami, fly down here, and you hitting her on the balcony, she bringing you butt plugs and y'all ain't even locked in. But she giving you a whole nother situation,
Yeah.
another experience, and then
Yeah.
you bring that back to your lady. It's kind of like,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's why I
where
agree
it
with the
fucked
pastor
up.
shit.
Yeah,
You
you're
know
not
what
even
I'm saying?
supposed to
know that
shit.
shit.
Some of that shit too wild.
But that's why I go back and
And
say
then your
that.
lady be like, where you get this from?
Yeah.
No, she don't like that shit.
But even if you don't meet her, even if you ain't met her yet, it just gonna be like, oh, you kind of wild. Like, it's almost like cocaine. I heard cocaine is a hell of a drug, but we not supposed to experience it.
I'm never trying
You get
that
what I'm
shit.
saying? Like, we're not supposed to go that far. And it's a lot of shit that we
trying
do. We was never supposed to. We was never supposed to experience it.
This is crazy.
Never trying that shit.
No,
They on that
Laughing
cancer
at
shit,
ass, man.
They on that cancer
Anyways,
shit.
bro,
Cancer
it's a lot of
season.
shit we not supposed to experience, bro. No matter how good it is or how, you know what I'm saying?
So look, bro, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. I was thinking about some shit the other day, man, and like I'm thinking about Tank right now, and he going to jail and shit. He got a fight coming up next month, and then I started thinking like on the lower level of that shit, like when is niggas gonna start? You feel me? Like turning they illegal ways, they angry ways, they street mentality ways, and turning that shit to like some legitness. Like putting the same work ethic, the same dedication, the same grit and grind they got for whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Illegally. When they gonna start trying to capitalize, when they gonna start trying to put that same effort into something that's gonna get a, you know what I'm saying, a foundation, like a generational breakthrough to where they like, okay, I don't gotta do this shit no more, or what else, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can sit back and really enjoy the fruits of this shit. I don't gotta look over my shoulders.
Right.
I don't gotta keep going in and out of jail. I ain't gotta worry about getting killed. I ain't gotta, cause you know, it's been a lot of murders this summer.
Yeah.
It
You know what I'm
has
saying?
been.
So, you know what I'm saying?
Man,
So-
so many people died.
And so many people been dying.
Women and
Yeah, but so many people been
Kids.
dying, and I've been seeing a lot of pictures of them. Cause when people used to die, I used to just see them like in the club. I've been seeing a lot of motherfuckers leaving their kids. So it got me thinking like, you know what I'm saying? Is the streets dead, or do niggas need to start trying to convert over to some legit shit and kind of and treat the streets like DoorDash or just some shit you just dip in there and get some extras with. You know what I'm saying? How y'all feel about that shit?
I give my early take on it. I think that the street mentality needs to die. But the streets will never die. Because
But
the streets is the
elaborate on that mentality. What you mean by that?
Because I think street, when you engage or engulf in the streets, you kind of have to carry a certain mentality in order to even exist in that world. Because if you don't and you start to try to present heart, consciousness, you're perceived as weak or vulnerable, or people will try to take advantage of you. And so you have to become a calloused or shell version of yourself to exist in that environment, because you have to adapt or you will be ate. That's just the reality. You can't go into the streets with your heart, bro. And that's why I think that it is dying, but it ain't dead. Because what's happening is they putting up more cameras than ever.
Yeah, it's easier for them niggas to get caught.
You get caught off a
They
Tesla that's parked.
they got so much
Tesla that's parked.
technology.
Yeah.
They cameras be still rolling.
Yeah, you ain't seen that shit?
I ain't hit.
That's crazy.
The
ain't
security
seen that shit? Like
a
features
ring
that
camera?
they have.
No, the Tesla.
I
Like
know what I'm
the
saying.
car.
It's like a ring camera.
Yeah,
That's
for
crazy.
real.
All you gotta do is if you driving on 75, you driving on Live, if you look up at them cameras, it's cameras on a freeway, gang.
Yeah, they call
They're
something.
everywhere. So for you, the energy, to your point, the energy that they put into whatever street activity they doing, you better off sitting down for about 2 days. All it takes is about a day or two to really think of an idea of what you want to do. Just people ain't, the streets niggas not really committing to sitting down to be like, what can I do that's legit?
For me, what I'm saying is like, man, like I know the streets will never die as long as people want to get high, scam, drugs involved. You know,
You saying like when?
Like I'm just saying, like when it gets to that point to where like, I'm about to try to get out of this shit. Like I'm not out of it, but like I'm about to not try to make this my end all be all. I'm about to start investing in certain shit, and I feel like back in the day, the older street niggas used to do that a lot. They used to get assets and shit like that. Now I feel like now it's more so of a they ain't really doing it for a sake. Some niggas is. Some niggas winning off the streets. Some niggas winning legitly. But what I'm saying is that I feel like as a collective, it was more niggas that had assets fucking with real estate.
I think we doing better now, actually.
You think so?
As a collective, you saying?
No, I think we doing better at getting out of the streets. Because I think right now
it's a lot of different avenues.
Right now we in the information age. Like we got access to information like nobody ever had on Earth, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And I feel like right now, a lot of people in the streets are not going over because they don't have a lot of examples. And I think we need more examples for real. Like I think, far as like, think about the people who in the streets, they daddy sold dope or they uncle sold dope. You know what I'm saying? They grew up on the block and the person that they knew had a nice car and had a nice lifestyle did illegal things. And I think that's why they want to go and do it. But if they have more examples, they're like, no, that nigga owned a couple McDonald's. Or dog do get it in off the internet. Or dog own this. And you get more examples of that and somebody who can really pull you out and help you, give you the game, be a mentor to you or an example or just hearing stuff. Because think about it, you'll be like, all right, think about all the stories we know about how people got a plug and how this and how that. Think about if you knew that on how people came up and got 100 houses. You know what I mean? If we had that same access to that information and that same type of example in the community, I think more people will do it. And I think we get into that, though. It's happening slowly but surely, but I think we getting there.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm starting to see that shit because I'm seeing a lot of niggas I went to school with and did like dirt with. They got non-profit organizations.
Exactly.
They getting their kids assets. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna lie though, the street, even though it's like I feel like it's still some street niggas that's like existing out here. I still feel like they're still trying to show a different example to their kids. Like we not embracing the streets the way that our families embraced it.
Hell
like
no.
our families tried to keep us away from it, but still wanted to indulge in it, and we seen it. We trying to completely remove
That from
our
mental.
kids, our mental. We like, man, this ain't right. Even though I'm in it, but I'm not proud of it. Like, no, hell no. Like,
You know it ain't right.
I'm making sure my kids, like, I'll kill you before you get in the streets. Because that's not the route you need to take. Like, I know what route this is. Don't let me catch you out here. You know what I'm saying?
So I got a question for you, man. Outside of that, though, because not you, Aunt, or whatever, but you will be affected by it in some way because you have all daughters. So you know it's a situation where like all of us have sons at the same age. Yeah. So it's like me, RJ, Hef, Trip. It's like 7 sons the same age. Right. You know what I'm saying? Chris, you know what I'm saying? Dub, Quan's son, Kane just had a son. So it's like 7 of these guys that's gone. T, you know what I'm saying? All of them had babies, so they all gonna grow up. So do I think like out of 8 of them, some of them are gonna be in the streets?
No.
So you don't think none of them will? Like you don't think that there's no
word to my nigga Sean, the company you keep.
Yeah, for sure. Right. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying,
like,
I'm saying, but I'm not saying what I hope for. I'm talking about like out of the 8 boys, you don't think not one of them will be. If somebody might be rebellious, I might go against the grain.
Let me answer only because I ain't get to chime in on that last topic. I feel like no, they not gonna see the streets because of the men that we are, the fathers that we are. That's right. I feel like us 4, we all had different fathers. Like my father, he wasn't in my life like that, and when he did try to come in my life, the nigga died. You know what I'm saying? You talked about your experience with your father. You talked about your experience with your father. Sean, you always had your pops.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we all had different experiences where some was lacking a father, most of us was lacking a father, and some of us had a father. But for sure, what I can say about the common thing that all our sons got in common is they got real fathers who give a fuck about them and that's gonna put shit in play for them. You know what I'm saying? Can they linger off in the streets? Yes, but I don't think it's gonna happen because
the probability
gonna be super low. And I feel like the reason why it's gonna be super low because damn near the motherfuckers they running with is gonna be one of our sons.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like damn near just by default. Like they still gonna have their own set of niggas that they link up with but when they come back to the home base,
but I'm on your ass.
You know what I'm saying? And
I'm like, where you at? Who you with?
Yeah, like why you ain't with?
What you doing?
Why
What time you? Hey, it's this time. You need
you know
to
what
be
I'm saying?
at
Is
the
Trip
crib.
with you? Is Remy, RJ with you? You feel like
who y'all with?
You know what I'm saying? Like it's damn near
the
gonna be
village
that.
though, because it matters because if you trying to do it as a solo parent, it don't work. But if Uncle Sean, Uncle Jeff, Uncle Remy calling you too, where y'all at? And then we communicating with each other as a village. And you know, they said they coming over yours tonight. That right?
Yeah. But and then especially, not to cut you off real quick, just say this last thing. And then especially if we laying the groundwork for generational wealth to where y'all can step in and y'all don't gotta depend on the streets. We already got, because we the type of niggas, no, we don't want you to just run this truck of shit. No, we got merch, we got music, we got movies, we got real estate, we got cleaning, whatever you want to do to get money, you can tap into. You don't gotta just be on real estate.
And that's the key.
Because y'all got sons and I got daughters.
Okay.
So for me, as a father, when I think about my daughters, firstly, they're gonna be with their mama. They're gonna be around women energy more than anything.
Yes.
You don't need to come with daddy to the barbershop. You don't need to be with daddy out here when he making his runs, whatever he doing. But
I don't think that's true. But I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you
baby
go.
girl can be in there. Baby girl can be in there with me sometimes if you just rolling with daddy. But it's not often. That's not your norm. But the biggest thing for me, more than anything, is to Jeff's point, to Sean's point, the generational wealth, the opportunities. Because see, the biggest factor, and y'all got daughters. You and Rem, Sean and Rem got daughters like me. I heard this. He said, Steve Harvey, he had a show where he was saying, he was reflecting over his life. He like, I gave my daughters the opportunity to choose better men, to have a better choice. I don't want my daughters in the ocean. I want them in the pool.
Yeah.
The ocean too big. I want my daughter to have a narrow amount of people that not only are qualified, but have access to her. It's certain people that will never, a street nigga will never be able to enter the room. Like, if you a street nigga, you are reformed. You have elevated your life to be in the same room as her.
But a lot of niggas in that room though be foul.
Yep.
I mean, but that's the
they
game.
got street guys though.
But that's the game.
So you can't necessarily neglect the ocean.
No. What I'm saying is that the ocean exists. We'll never be ignorant that it still exists. But it's the probability of the pool. My daughter could still possibly choose somebody that ain't shit. But the
But it could be somebody that's
probability
shit in the ocean though.
But the probability, no. I'm gonna tell her. I'm gonna set parameters. You ain't getting in the ocean.
You can't put yourself.
No.
I agree with that.
Let me be 1,000 with you.
I agree with that.
If you not married, you are always my responsibility if you my daughter. Until I give you to somebody else, I am the chief.
Yeah, that's facts.
Yeah.
So the bottom line is, we don't cross into the ocean.
But I ain't
you
gonna
ain't
lie,
Moana.
and
you ain't getting into the ocean.
But
you ain't going
you
in
know
and
you gotta do
exploring.
it. Look at my Moana.
You ain't Moana.
But no,
I
I'm not gonna lie.
I can't really come back and play devil's advocate because I don't got no daughters.
I'm gonna
so
tell you
I
the
can't
truth.
really.
I'm gonna tell y'all the truth, man, from experience, because I got all sisters, so I kind of saw this with my dad, and it's like, man, I'm not gonna lie, you don't have as much power as you think you do. I hate to tell you real shit, because when they get older, man, they gonna start to rebel. The more control. Think about a PK, a pastor's kid, a preacher's kid. You know what I mean? They be rebellious as hell because it's so strict. You know what I mean? So
But
I
ain't
think
gonna be strict though.
Yeah, but I'm saying you can't tell them you only can date these type of men. I only want you over here. You just gotta give them an example, I think. You know what I mean? Because women are going to, we are their first love.
Right.
So once you an example, they gonna want something close to you.
But that's why I'm saying how I love
How you carry yourself, but
how
you
I
gotta
carry
be-
myself,
but it
but
gotta
how I
be the-
love their mother. How I love her mother.
Absolutely.
And the standard that I've
Yep.
set for them since they've existed in the world.
Yep.
They see a man, when a woman or a girl sees her father loving her mother, respecting her mother, whether they're together or not, she still sees a certain standard that is set by her father.
I agree.
So she's not going to go less or lower unless she's one of those like, I need to fix you. But if she's a fixer, she's probably seeing broken situations.
Yep.
I'm protecting you from brokenness. I don't
bro,
need you to deal with
but
somebody
having
else.
a
But you can't control that.
I know I
You
can't
control that. I was about to say you can't control
Look,
that.
bro. Look, bro. You can't really. This shit ain't no blueprint with daughters.
Yeah.
It's not.
Because I'm not gonna lie to you. I got a 12-year-old. So it comes to a point where it gets to, daddy, I want to sleep with you. I want to go on my daddy. I want to lay on daddy's chest. Oh, baby, give me my kisses for the day. To where my kiss at, Pooh?
Yep.
Daddy, I'm on the phone with my friends and FaceTime.
Yep.
It gets levels to the different love you gotta give your daughter. So a lot of times she gonna start feeling like, okay, I know what it is for my daddy to love me, kiss me when I was a baby. He give me what I want. He know how to provide. But then they gonna get out in that world and start fucking with a nigga that might be Kappa and got a fucking, and he a lawyer. And he might be a ain't shit ass motherfucker.
Right.
And then you might have that street nigga, and you might not like that street nigga, but he might come from different shit to where he like, man, I always wanted to treat a woman right because I seen my mama get dope. I might sell dope, but Daddy, this nigga love me. I want to marry him.
Ant not gonna do it. Ant not gonna look at that. Ant man,
Flipping it out. Huh, nigga? You said you do what?
Because I don't think your profession.
Because that matters.
Your profession don't really matter,
but
bro.
It ain't about where you at, but it's about where you going, young dog. And that's what I'm gonna tell him. Look, you selling that, whatever you doing, I can't control if my daughter's 17, 18. I can't control necessarily who my daughter talk to. But I'm gonna tell you something. She's loved. And if you jeopardize her, I'm coming for you. So be responsible with my baby. I don't give a damn about whatever. Yeah. But we ain't gonna play that.
But do you think how your daughter raised, she can bring out that part of him that he don't have that part in his head?
No.
Hold on.
We're not playing Captain Saver.
I'm not saying. Hold on. Just listen what I'm saying.
Come on.
I'm just saying because this is shit. Hold on. This what women. This what women. Women add value to their man.
But they don't change a man.
No, listen what I'm saying. Just let me hear what I'm saying.
Okay, I'm gonna let you
She not changing him, but she can be like, babe, you know what? Like, I seen my daddy work a job and had 2 businesses on the side. But the reason we was able to be where I'm at now is because he invested. I see you bringing in $50,000 a week, and we ain't got no assets or invested. So how about I made you this LLC? We gonna do dumpsters. This is what women's supposed to add value to you. So she might change his mind frame of the shit we saying about how niggas not get out this shit too soon. Sometimes you need that woman that come from a foundation like you to make a nigga a little bit better to change his mentality because he been fucking with women who haven't been thinking like that. That's your help. That's your helpmate,
Let me say this. All circumstances are possibilities. But if I'm choosing,
I agree.
and I'm directing the film
I agree.
for my baby.
I feel you.
I agree.
I don't want my baby dealing with some nigga that deal dope right now. You still on your nigga vibe.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And you got to be the influence.
Yep.
No, you should be the same way that the first man was when the woman came to him. Prepared, occupation.
Nigga's prepared.
You are, if you
He's
not,
just not
if
switching
you not,
over.
But that's a
And
problem.
that's what the helpmate is for.
I don't want my daughter with no street guy.
Because that's
just being
jeopardizing
honest,
everything that we
because
work hard
because
for.
street guy, man, listen, we
gotta be
all
open
come
to it.
from
You
street
gotta be open
backgrounds.
to it, though.
I'm not open to it. I'm gonna tell you why.
gotta be, 'cause it
because
can
the
happen.
streets is a character thing. I think it's a character thing, bro. And you lack the character that I want for my baby girl.
Like
I'm with
the
Ann on that,
safety.
man. It's the safety and it's the chances that you take. And honestly, really, man, I'm raising my kids in the church, man. I'm raising my kids to be children of God, right?
Yeah,
So
but it be Judases in churches.
Absolutely. But what I'm saying is I'm raising them from the Bible, right? So if I go off of that, a man who sell drugs or do something illegal, that ain't the type of man you want to be friend, right? You get what I'm saying?
But what about men who
So we got to look at it like that. And I was raised in the church, but it wasn't that strict. But I will probably be a little more strict on my kids. Not to the point where I try to control everything they do, but I'm going to pour into them the word. You get what I'm saying?
I have awareness.
Give them
and
confirmation.
I'm engaged
Exactly.
in what's happening in your
And I'm
life.
going to expose them to examples of how things are supposed to go. So when that come up, it's going to be foreign to them. It should be foreign to them. And don't get me wrong, your kids going to have to bump their heads and they going
got
to
to.
Some kids going to be rebellious. That's just how I go, man. But I think at the end of the day, man, if it was up to me, hell no.
If it was up to me, if I had a daughter, bro, if I had a daughter.
I don't want my son hanging with no niggas.
Right.
I wouldn't want my son, but that's the thing, like, to go back to the conversation, like, if my son was dealing with a woman that got kids, I wouldn't tell him don't deal with her.
I would.
I wouldn't. I would tell him some real shit. I'd tell him, like, look. I'd be like, look, bro.
Sprint.
No, for real, but that's not real, though. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like, bro, I'd tell him like this. Because for me, I come from a mama that was a single mother, you feel me? So I would have loved for somebody, you know, my mama married now, but I would have loved for somebody to come in, make her an honest woman, take on that role, be a father figure for me and my sister. You know what I'm saying? That shit didn't happen till later in life. But nigga, I would never tell my son don't date a woman with kids. I would tell him, look,
But
man.
that's off the subject though.
But listen. No, it's not. Because I would tell him, like, because you talking about like the conversation was about like what type of person you would want your kid to deal with. You let your daughter deal with a street nigga or not? So I'm just comparing it to a son because I got a son. So I would tell my son like, look, I wouldn't tell you not to date a woman with kids, but you need to be prepared with everything that come with that. Be ready to not be appreciated. Be ready to not be seen. Be ready for these kids to talk to you crazy.
Why would I want my child to
Right, but this is what I'm because
That
this is what
sound
I'm about
like
to tell you.
hell.
But that's what I'm about to tell you. But it sounds like hell. It sounds like hell.
Fuck with her, but ready to feel like it ain't fucking
No,
working.
let me finish. It sounds like hell, but just a minute ago, y'all niggas was saying it don't matter about happy. I don't care. I think Sean may have said when y'all was talking about happiness.
No, we talking about happiness on marriage.
No, y'all was talking about in a relationship.
No, we talking about when
Okay, even marriage, even being happy. Nigga, if the love that you have for that woman, it may supersede down to those kids. To where you can deal, because at the end of the day, like I was telling you earlier, your kids be on the same shit that somebody that's not your kids be on, not appreciating you, taking shit for granted. So that love that you have for that woman may transcend down to for their kids. It should. But be prepared to deal with the unappreciated. If you can deal with that shit, then fuck with her. If you can't deal with that shit and you gonna be tripping and going crazy, no. Get somebody that don't got no kids. But I'm never gonna just close the door on a woman that got kids, you know what I'm saying? And I'm never gonna close the door. But listen, and I'm never gonna close the door.
I don't agree, but I feel.
But listen, and I'm never gonna close the door on a nigga that's from the streets if I had a daughter like and just throw them away.
My daughters, if I can pick, I wouldn't want them to fuck with no street guy. Cause I just think about the shit like I put through, like Milan done seen in real lifetime. Milan seen me miss birthdays. She seen me talking to her on the phone. She seen me eating chicken in the jail.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? She seen me miss her first steps. I mean, she know now I wasn't fucking there. She looking at pictures now like, Daddy, where? Oh yeah, you was in jail. So is the consequences is not right when you trying to build a foundation. And the love I pour on my kids, the situation I put them in, the summer camps I pay for so they can stay out of bullshit, so they can stop. I try to avoid everything me and my cousins was doing. When me and my cousins was in my age at 12, we was running around the hood.
Swear.
Like making girls do shit that they not supposed to do because their mother was single and at work, and we had access in all summer to, you know what I'm saying? Literally just do anything that we persuade them to do. And what I'm saying is that when we get to the older thing, I don't want my daughter to get engaged, and because anything can happen, natural causes happen too, heart attacks, anything, but the chances of your nigga dying or going to jail when you have a baby with him, he give you this lifestyle, and then you feel incomplete when you lose that, and then you looking at your baby. If I could pick, I wouldn't, but if she attracted to that shit and she say she fucking with it, I give her throw the book, dust the book off and tell her how to deal with this shit and let her know what come with it. On the other end, I'm raising my sons to never do nothing I never did and telling them how to be wholesome men like I do my nephews. Nigga, you don't fuck a lot, don't be accessible. Like I'm teaching them from my mistakes. I don't want my son having 2 baby mamas. I want my son to focus on school, enjoy your 20s, live your life. So when you settle down, that woman, to go back what you saying, you can only experience her body. You can grow with her. You ain't gotta worry about her. If you die, something happen to you, you can set your only baby mama up with all your fucking kids, and she gonna love them equally because y'all share fucking lives.
Your wife.
You know what I'm saying? I don't gotta worry about pulling up to my baby mama house and it's a nigga with a chain on the porch with 3 niggas and they shooting dice and I'm coming in there and get my son. I can't say shit because I ain't got no control of that shit. Because that type of shit will fuck with your brain. That put my son in a situation where you gonna have to do some crazy ass shit. And that's the shit I deal with. So I be trying to make them be better. But if he still fall in love with a girl or a baby, hey, just know this.
Yep.
I can only do it, but if it was my choice,
I wouldn't do it.
Hell no,
And that's what I'm
Of
saying.
course, if it's my choice, of course.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it.
But it's just like the reality of us really being able to choose.
Yeah, we don't
is
have
not
that.
real.
We don't have that power.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say I never close the door and tell my son not to deal with a woman with kids. And if I had a daughter, I would never completely close.
I'm telling them not to. That don't mean they
I
not.
would tell them, but you gotta be
what I mean?
real though at the same time because you gotta take your. And I had learned this when I was in a situation with my nephew. It was like I was kind of being hard on him at first, but then when I really looked at it, I'm
It's
like,
your older
damn.
nephew?
Yeah, my older Jalen.
Okay.
I had to look back at it like I was a kid before. Let me put myself in his shoes. Like the shit he really was on and doing, it really wasn't no shit that I wouldn't do. I was probably doing that shit a lot younger.
Right.
You feel me? It's a lot of like Jalen, the shit we was on when we was 8, that nigga wasn't even on the shit we was on when we was 16
Right.
and he 18.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I be giving him a lot of grace, but when he do certain shit, I be trying to take myself back, but like, nah, hold on, Jeff, you know what I'm saying? So that's my whole thing about it. Like, I don't want to be, because I feel like with my mom, with certain times, it'd be like, Mom, come on now. You used to be a GD, used to be doing all type of shit in Chicago, like, and you trying to be on me about this, like, you got to remember you was a kid.
But that don't mean that she want that for you, though.
Right, but you got to be able to still relate to me, because then that make me look at you like, You trying to act like you,
Right.
yeah, you a hypocrite.
Right.
And then I start
And that
kind of
make you rebel.
Yeah, and that made me rebel.
I agree
So
with that.
I try to, with my parenting, I try to always keep that like in the back of my mind. Like, don't ever be so caught up in parent mode that you can't be in, you can't relate to them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's fair.
Yeah. But it's a thin line with
No,
that, too.
it's for sure a thin ass line. It's a thin
Real
ass
talk,
line.
'cause
because
sometimes
it
you can
is
be too
your
cool.
kids.
Yeah. Take advantage of
Yeah,
that
no,
shit.
I ain't gonna never be too cool.
You know
And
what
then
I'm saying?
especially with your daughter.
And you got to
It's
watch
like-
what you tell your kids, man, because I had a conversation with the OGs at the barbershop or whatever, and a lot of them guys, they came from the streets. You know what I'm saying? They did street things and stuff like that. And I asked them, I'm like, would you ever tell your son or your kids about your past life when you was in the streets and doing things like that? And they was like, no. And I'm like, why not? Don't you think they would want to know that? And it kind of threw me. We never really came to an end, but I think I kind of get what they saying the older that I get and the older my kids get. Because when you tell your kids some shit that you did, and it can be anything, they kind of automatically put themselves in that spot. Like, well, my daddy did it.
Like
you
on
know
some
what I
big-
mean?
on some
Like,
Big Meech, Lil Meech shit.
or I can kind of play with this or play with that. You know what I mean? And I kind of suffer from that. I ain't gonna go deep into it, but it's kind of like a lot of things I did in my life because I knew how my dad was. You know what I'm saying? Or I was like, my dad did this, or I think this is okay because my mama told me a story that this. You know what I mean? So if I didn't know that and I wasn't in the dark because I only know my daddy without those stories in a different way, and it would have been a little different.
Yeah,
You know what I
I
mean?
agree.
But it came from power because with Tyreek and Ghost, and
yeah,
Ghost never
yeah.
wanted to tell him, and I was like, bro, why don't you just tell
But
him?
see what he ended up coming out to be anyway.
And that's kind of how the conversation started with the OGs. I'm like, let me pick y'all brain on this, what y'all think. And they was like, nah, you know what I mean? They like, he could have handled it a different way, but they like, you're not supposed to sit up and tell your kids all your war stories.
I ain't gonna lie.
I agree and disagree.
I disagree with it to a certain extent. I ain't gonna say I disagree with it. I agree and agree with it and disagree with it. But the thing about it is how you tell them. I'm not gonna sit down and kick it with my sons and be like, yeah, I remember this one time me and Sean had did this or did this, and shit, man, we used to be wilding.
Right.
That's like a different
glorifying
day.
it.
But
You giving him a thrill.
Milan ended up asking me, can she FaceTime my boy? And she like him. She's like, Daddy, I like him. His name CJ.
Right.
So I, you know the iPhones got the little picture,
Yeah.
the little picture and
So
shit.
you seen his picture
I
pop
seen
up?
his picture and shit. You know, I got her passcode. She don't delete shit. Even if she do, you know, they got the update. Go to
Recently
edit and
deleted.
recently delete it.
Right.
So you know what I'm saying? She ain't hip that I know, but I just see his little ribs. He got a little ribs, but he not nothing like us.
Okay.
He ain't nothing like us at 13, so I'm cool. He had like the little Soldier Boy shades with the lines in them.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
So I'm holding my line like, your boyfriend got stupid fruity swag. Oh, lame ass nigga. But at the same time, I sat down and had a real conversation with her. I'm like, Pooh, you in 7th grade, you in middle school, you going to high school. Now imagine like, I had my first girl pregnant at 14.
Right.
Now I'm telling you this,
That's deep when you think about it like that.
not to put you in my business or feel like you're doing this, but I'm trying to tell you that don't think because you're 13
Right.
that guys don't want to have your middle part. And I told her like, look at your mama. I'm like, I took your mama virginity. She was 15. I had a baby with her at 20, and I went to jail for 2 years, and I missed your life. And look at me and your mama, we not together right now. So always keep your innocent.
Yeah.
So in them situations, I
Right.
can be.
I love that.
You know what I'm saying? And I can tell her some real shit that the
love
average
that.
person like, why would you tell her to?
Yeah.
I had somebody be like, why would you tell her that?
Yeah.
Because she need to fucking know that.
Yeah.
So now when she go to the airtime in the movies and doggy try to stick his finger in that motherfucker, she gonna be like, no, my
She didn't
daddy.
think about
She
that
gonna be
type
like,
of
damn,
shit.
my daddy said all these niggas want a coochie.
Yeah.
But if I try to be like, she 12, I'm not about to tell her niggas want coochie.
She gonna be in the dark.
She gonna be in that boy, he gonna
Green.
be,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? That shit dead. So I'm gonna be the nigga who telling war stories.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell my son.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be like Pops on Friday. No, Pops on Friday, like, why you got this gun in the house?
Yeah.
What's that for?
Yeah, what's that for?
What you gonna do? Yeah.
Even though he ain't no street nigga,
Yeah.
but he still gave him a lesson. Like, you know this is the rules and shit. Now I'm gonna tell my son, like, you got a
you know
pistol
what
in my
come with
house.
that. Yeah.
So you know what come with this shit, right? You ain't even got one in the head. This
You
ain't
ain't even
true.
ready. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? You sweet.
Yeah.
You go to football camps, you play 7-on-7s. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell him like this, and I'm gonna let him know. You know what I'm saying? So it's a whole thing, and like, and I feel like it's not what you say, it's how you say it, how you present it.
I ain't gonna lie.
Sure.
That was dope. I like how you read that, bro.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That was real, bro.
It's different when niggas, you know, like our uncles and shit should be like, boy, you don't know what you doing with that shit.
Yeah.
Why you ain't got that? Man, you supposed to do this.
And I'm not
never
gonna
really
lie,
expound on
but
it.
they glorify their war stories
Yeah.
too. And I'm not gonna lie, I love a good war story. I gotta
Hell
stop
yeah,
that
you
shit.
do.
Because
But
I
I
like,
hate
bro,
my
remember
war
that time
story.
when we was in the ladder, like, what? I had 100 on me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna
But
talk
that ain't
crazy.
war
So it's
story,
like,
that's like a-
but I'm saying my son come in the back like, you see me? Like,
I'll say this, and my final remark about that is, like, I think my situation, or like people that are similar in my situation, a lot of times I just allow my girls, because I got girls, to be in the company of their mother, because the woman that I chose, the conduct of that woman matters, because little girls emulate their mothers, but they aspire to be with men like their fathers. But the emulation that they see of their mother, and that's why it's so important of who you have children with, because who are your children able to emulate, even down to boys, because boys want to love and find a woman that's close to their mothers, right? So like a lot of choices, you know, if you're in a broken place and you got a broken spot with your mama, you end up talking to somebody like your mama. Like it's a saying. They say that every man grows up to marry his mother.
I know, right?
You know what I'm saying?
I rebuke that. I don't want Milan married no nigga like me or Drew.
I know they say like his mother, but the bottom line is like girls typically, like if they don't have that consistency in their fathers, they find broken men and try to mend something with them or try to fix them, or they try to, whatever was missing in their lives, they try to go to those men to find that hole or that gap. Whereas for me, I deal with my daughters and I give my daughters that open affection to let them know that men can love you. And also I love their mother in front of them with discretion, obviously, but like I love on their mother and serve their mother so that they know that it's okay for a man to do that. And it's also okay, like, for daddy to be in his own lane.
Yeah.
Daddy need his own time. So the man is not gonna always be around, but you should always be in good company with women. So what my daughters are emulating is femininity, softness,
Which is missing.
you know, girly emotions.
But I'm not gonna lie, not to cut you off, bro. I think you still have to play a big role in their life.
For sure.
You can't just let them learn everything from their mom.
No, I'm not saying. That's why I said I do demonstrate my behavior, but a lot of my demonstration is given through their, like, kids watch when their parents have disagreements and discussions. So those things happen and exist, but they still see at the end of the night, I'm kissing, I'm hugging, I'm saying good night.
But
you know what I'm saying? The consistency is still there, that like no matter what happens with mommy and daddy, I can still expect daddy to show up at the end of every night, and I expect to see him every morning.
But I feel like it's
That's
too.
an example.
That's excellent, and I do the same. Even though I have separate kids, mothers,
Circumstances is different.
I still try to show a family dynamic that is not no separation.
Right.
Cause I don't like coming from dysfunction.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So even if that's why I don't do separate parties. That's why I allow my baby mama boyfriend to come to the parties and stuff, so they can understand that no matter what, we all a family.
That's real.
Sometimes I want to even I might go out to eat and talk to my kid's mother about her relationship or things they want to do, but the baby will be there and they won't understand the dynamic, but they'll always be like, I used to go out to eat with mommy and daddy. So when they get older, they're like, oh, together, they still know that
be
we
on the same
tight.
thing.
You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is that to that too, it's still a double-edged sword, because our daughters gonna go through some shit. And sometimes that they might see vulnerable moments. Like your daughter is still kind of younger age, but they gonna start asking questions. Like, daddy, every day you kiss me goodnight, then you go in mommy room. Why you on the couch all night? Then you gonna start laughing like, you're a little nosy ass. Why you gonna be in your mama too?
Right. You know what's going on.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't supposed to be being that observant,
No,
but
my
you gonna
daughter-
have to
my
give
daughter
her
be-
like.
she be
So
asking me
sometimes
that.
I used to tell Milan, like, man, you know, sometimes mommy and daddy disagree. You gonna disagree with people. You gonna disagree with teachers, your friends, whatever. But you can't be Mr. Perfect, because they'll start thinking that these niggas gonna be like that.
Unrealistic.
Yeah.
And then they gonna
Expectations.
give all that vulnerability to a nigga, and then they gonna get destroyed, and they gonna be like, damn, I didn't have that side of the game.
Right. No,
And
you
that's
gotta
what
show
I was
them
talking
both
about.
sides of the
And
coin.
that's what I was talking about, like not closing the door fully on the street nigga, because that shit could still be a
Be there.
reality
No,
for them,
right,
or they
right,
could
right.
still experience that, and you don't want them to think like, you know what I'm saying?
But every street nigga not gutter or some shit. Some street niggas, that's what they fucking had to do to take care of their family. And they really have a good heart and they really a good guy. Like, damn, you sell dope, nigga.
Right.
One of my cousins, bro, I knew this nigga my whole life. This nigga had a job, everything. This nigga sold dope. I found out this nigga sold dope at 22.
That's crazy.
It blew my mind. This nigga worked.
He didn't move that way.
He didn't move that way, bro. And it's like, bro, he got a girlfriend she put up. It's like, nigga, you sell dope.
Right.
Versus my other cousin sell dope. These niggas in and out of jail. You could tell they sell dope. He no bust down on none of that shit, but that nigga got paid. But it's about how he moved because of how he was brought up.
Right. And
You know what
probably
I'm
the
saying?
generation he grew up in too.
But I got another question for y'all, and then we gonna wrap this shit up, man. It's about I want to go back. I don't want to bring it back up that much, but I was watching Medea, the new Medea movie, right?
What's the new Medea movie? Though?
It's called Medea Destination Wedding.
Damn, I ain't
Tyler
seen that
Perry
shit.
daughter get married.
I
Yeah,
ain't
it's
see
just
that
new.
I ain't see that.
So if she meet
Not
the
like
nigga,
I knew.
huh?
I knew.
It's like
Like
new.
new.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
This
So
week.
yeah,
damn, I gotta go watch that
so so the nigga came and met the family and shit. So she come to dinner. He like, well, I'm here because you know we got daughters and shit. You don't have, but it's the same shit. You know what I'm saying? So the nigga come meet the daughter. She like, Daddy, I want to tell you I'm getting married in 2 weeks. We having a destination wedding. He like, well, I'm here with one. So he like, who's the guy? The nigga coming that bitch. She saw some. What's up, nigga? How would y'all react if your daughter? If your daughter tell you at dinner, like, I'm about to get married, and the nigga coming there like, what's up, nigga? Like, what?
I ain't gonna care. Hey,
What
I
you want,
might,
Ant? That nigga ain't gonna squabble with that.
I might draw on a nigga.
Dog.
I might draw on you. You call me what?
No, and you gonna find.
I'm not gonna
Say
lie.
hello.
You
I'm gonna
fighting.
look that nigga dead in his
Like, what?
eyes. Like, go ahead, walk out. We're gonna try that again.
All right, hold on. And then he said this.
And I'm gonna get that nigga the tough. I'm talking about when he come back in there on that bullshit, I'm blowing this shit off.
So look,
Cause them damn near fighting words.
So even if he come
For
back,
real.
Hold on.
As soon as he say Nick,
Hold on.
I'm dying.
So look, they sit down. He ignored it. They sit down.
Yeah.
And she was like, well, he like, we here today to just give you your blessings, even though we don't need it.
damn.
Because the mama nigga got paid,
Look,
and they don't respect the daddy.
I'm like,
Look, Ant,
hold on.
Ant like that
Look
shit.
at that. Hey, looking like a preacher.
I'm
Like,
like, hold on, that's fucking nerd.
let me take my glasses off.
But do you really feel like your daughter married a guy, like with your blessings? You really feel like she gonna really need it, or she gonna do what she wanna do regardless?
She need it because the.
But I'm saying, is she really? If you don't bless it, you think she not gonna get married?
Spiritually, she needed.
and I'm gonna lie.
Hey.
And depending on her husband
Or you gonna
financially.
miss your blessing.
And financially, because the bride's father is supposed to pay for the wedding.
It's out of order.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
So
out of, no, it's just that's just something when you raise your kid a certain
There
way.
you go.
Yep.
When you raise a child in a way, bro,
Yep.
it's certain things that's just you already know it's just protocol.
Yeah.
Our
You
daughters
come
ain't
to
playing
me-
with our top like that. They gonna like,
They
my daddy ain't
never
you ain't
play
gonna
with
talk to my
my
daddy
daddy.
like that. You better talk to my daddy. You better tighten up before you go see my daddy. My
He
daddy
gonna
ain't
be
one
on.
of
He
those.
gonna be shaking. He gonna be shaking like a stripper when the first time meeting you.
Yeah.
Like
I'm not
for
gonna lie,
real.
man.
Oh, that nigga better not be shaking, or you ain't qualified.
Yeah,
I was right. You can't be scared.
Nigga, don't be scared of me.
Yeah, you-
Nigga.
how you
If
gonna
you scared
protect
of me,
my- yeah.
I don't need you around my daughter.
Yep, I agree.
But see, but you niggas will say that. But if a nigga come in there like
ain't
on
never
the
been
what's up,
shook.
nigga?
Hey,
But
that's
that could be on
disrespect.
the.
Hey, my father. Let me tell you,
That's
Or
my
so what if he come in there and
father-in-law-
say, "What up, though"?
yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
what
ain't
up,
nothing wrong
though?
with that.
All right, what up? You all right?
Ain't nothing wrong with
But what's wrong with my nigga though? That's a term
Don't
of
call me
endearment.
on
Bro,
nigga.
it is
No,
my
come on,
first time
my
meeting
nigga.
you, or it's a sign of respect, bro.
Don't
Like,
call
No,
me my
think
nigga
about
like
think
my
about like this.
nigga.
I feel it. I'm
No, think
just
about like
playing
this.
devil's
Would you walk
advocate.
up to my dad like that?
That's
And
different.
this your
though.
friend dad.
Nah, bro. I'm your.
No, what
I'm
you
your,
walk up to your
I'm
lady
your
dad
Different
Different
because
because
my
of-
friend dad,
huh?
when I met your dad, I'm 12, 13.
You should do it now.
You say what's up, nigga, when
I'm
you and the
probably-
daddy already locked
When
in.
we locked in.
You gotta
I'm
get
still
locked
not
in
doing
first.
it.
If you
I
not
am.
locked in with me,
I'm not doing
I'm like, what up, my nigga? I run the Modelo's.
I'm not doing it.
that's
I'm
my
not doing
nigga.
it because I'm big on
But
respect.
see,
bro.
but that's fucked up though. Why can't he do that with you now that y'all done broke
I
the
don't
ice?
know you, nigga.
No, I'm saying why did
Why-
once
broke
he
the
done
ice.
broke the ice?
If
Why
you're
you
you
can't
never
be
calling
like,
me nigga because
Still
you're
don't
my
need to call
son.
me, yeah.
You know
I'm
my
never
You
brother.
calling
would be
my
my
daddy
son,
nigga.
bro.
You
would be
my son. Think
That's
about
my
that.
daughter, bro.
This is my son.
But
So
it's
you
like,
need to show
If
the
I
same
come in here and be
level
like,
of
if
respect.
I come to my daddy house and be like, what up, nigga?
This your son-in-law.
Yeah, and you need to show the
You're like,
same
"Did you
ain't gonna
try
lie.
something?"
that my daughter
I don't
show.
have no daughters, but I think in my mind, I would want my son-in-law relationship to be more like a uncle-nephew.
Speaking, no.
Okay.
I don't want to,
cuss
because
at your
you're not
mom?
my son, huh?
Do you cuss at your mom?
And my mama, that's a great question.
Do you cuss at your
That's
mom?
another
Look, that's a
topic
great
for
question. No,
another
no, this is great because look,
No, answer my
look,
question.
I'm about to.
Just say yes
Formerly,
or
no, it's a backstory behind it, nigga.
Oh, bro.
But you got to answer my
no,
question.
listen,
I'm trying to get
no,
somewhere.
listen. I don't.
Okay.
But when I do, my mama would be on some shit like, hold on, watch your mouth, disrespectful. Then I had to tell her recently and a couple times, like, man, if I'm saying shit, damn ass, that's not disrespectful. Like, you look at me as your baby boy, your son. I'm a grown-ass man. That's not disrespectful. If you hear me having a conversation and you in the same room or you in another room and I say shit, damn, and you try to chime in and say,
at her.
even if I was cussing at her and we in the middle of the conversation, I'm like, damn, that whole ass shit this nigga did with some.
That's insane.
That's disrespectful.
But that's really not, though, because it's exclamation points on how I feel.
That's how you
Cuss
talk
words
to your
are
peers.
exclamation.
It's a respect.
That's how you talk to your peers.
But, bro, I'm 33.
Old
matter.
school.
There's no age on it.
Rule,
But that's
bro.
what I was telling
age.
my mama. I was telling my mama, like, if I'm not saying bitch, fuck,
Nope.
or pussy, shit like that, I feel like that's not disrespectful because obviously I'm in a point where.
It's disrespectful.
Well,
It's
listen,
certain
but
words,
listen, let me
bro.
let me-
It depends on
let me
where-
talk,
it
let me talk.
depends on your dynamic with your parents.
Obviously, the things that I'm talking about, I'm trying to express a certain emotion, so it required me to use these
I'm
certain
gonna find
words.
another word.
Yeah.
No, but it's like,
No,
but
that's
that's
just
where
like
I
if
feel
your
like,
son-
but
that's
that's where I
just-
feel like, and
I'ma
where I'm
find another
going.
word.
That's just like if your oldest daughter come to you, or a Trip come to you, you know what I'm saying, and be like, Daddy, man, I went through my girl phone, I found out she had sex on me. And then he like, man, he be like, let it out, son. He be like, man, this shit just hurt, Daddy. I'm not about to be like, hold on, boy, watch your motherfucking
But he's not
mouth.
cussing at me.
But he on the phone.
You know what
cussing.
cussing at you is? Yeah, he could cuss around me when he emotional, and I do that.
Yeah, you
Because
know
I don't
what
cuss
I'm
in front of my parents, but when I get
Yeah.
emotional or if I'm trying to prove a point, I might slip a word.
Slip
You know what I'm
up.
saying? Yeah.
It might
But-
slip
up.
right,
Prove a
right.
point.
No,
You're
but
not doing
cussing
it.
at me is what the fuck is wrong with you? That is wild.
No, hell no.
No,
I ain't
I
never
don't-
done
Or
that.
what up, my nigga? Or
No,
man, let me
never
tell you what this
done
bitch did. Hold her, slow
cares?
down.
But I'm not gonna
slow
lie.
down.
I done
Man,
been
that
slow
shit crazy.
down.
Yeah,
That's
not
crazy.
your peer.
No,
You
yeah.
not my peer.
But look, that's crazy. But nigga, I done had them kind of. I done told them, I'm like, look,
see
you
it,
just
right?
kind of got to let me flow, and I say this bitch or whatever because that's the element I'm in right now, and you got to let me flow sometimes.
Self-control.
Man, but
No,
at the
hell no,
end
because
of
I'm
the,
a man.
But at the end of
I'm
the,
grown.
all right, bro. At the end of the day, when the day end, bro, I just feel like that it depends on your dynamic with your parents, how you was raised, and where you at in a relationship when you grown. You know what I'm saying? But I love y'all boys. We about to wrap up. It's my guy birthday. Hef,
What time is it?
glad you came on. Sean,
boy.
I love you, my brother.
Hey, tell my boy.
Hey,
Happy birthday, boys.
And,
Appreciate everybody who locking in. Make sure y'all
Yeah,
continue
man.
to watch, subscribe, check out our Reality Is page on TikTok. Check out our Reality
And
Is
YouTube.
page on Instagram, on YouTube.
Follow too. Hit that follow button.
Hit that follow button
And that
leave
subscribe.
a comment. If y'all have any questions, y'all want to hear us talk about anything, let us know, man. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all.
suggestions too. Drop them
This the
suggestions.
reality is, man.
Hey.
Reality is, man. I love y'all.